I always start man with a capital because it's definitely not lowercase. It's the beginning. I'm a bad motherfucker who can't be faded. I made it this far to be loved and not hated. If you know me, you already know. I just put my day in a flow. Why? Because I am the man. Good night. JC, 11/22/22.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Bam.
All right, let's go.
Write more. Say more words. Write more things.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I can't remember where we were, but we were somewhere. Me and you got talking about it. I didn't realize how much you wrote.
Are we on the thing now?
I think so. We
Okay.
live? Yeah. Okay.
Cool. All right. Well, so there's this.
I didn't realize how much you wrote.
Happy Saturday.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Yeah. I mean, howdy. Wherever the thing is.
Yeah. Well, they're everywhere. I don't know.
They're everywhere. It's like my house. You know, it's like I can see God with my phone.
Yeah.
You know, they got 19 cameras. I just got security system dude called me yesterday. He's from India, and I heard his accent. I said, "Where are you from?" He's in India. I said, "Dude, I mean, I got phones and I got cameras. I got guns." Yes, I got 19 cameras at the house. So if you follow my driveway, I'll see you.
Could he see that? Is that what you're saying?
He couldn't, but I just thought he was silly.
Oh, I got you.
And he actually got a giggle from him.
Yeah.
So he said, "Well, can I show you some security systems?" No, I've got everything. So
Oh, I see. He was calling trying to sell you.
he
all
was
that
trying to
security.
sell me some security
I
stuff.
gotcha.
So
I gotcha.
well, let's begin this now.
You said you were covered at that point. You didn't need anything.
Wrong house. Wrong house. There's this phone. There's the other phone. I got more phones, and I can see you. When I was in the Philippines, I can see you.
So,
And here's a thing that's that I actually, because I have so many phones, it mattered. And I saw this as a foresight that I've told everybody to when I'm traveling, people who take care of my dogs. My dogs are 15. Bowman's 15, Audi's 10. And I saw them pulling in my driveway, and I've already told them, when I'm gone, if something happens to the dogs, don't tell me. Don't tell me, because I can't fix it.
right.
I can't fix it. And then I realized that as I saw them coming in my driveway each day, if that stopped, I would know that there's nobody checking on the dogs anymore. And why? ¿Por qué? Because something happened. So while I was in the Philippines, I stopped the motion detector sensing of my bottom driveway, my side of the house. I've got everything. But if they stopped checking on the dogs, I would know that something happened.
So you needed to stop checking on them.
I had to stop checking on them.
Yeah.
I didn't want the due diligence of my paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stop it. I had to go be Stephen. I haven't told you about Stephen. I'm Stephen O'Connelly.
Okay.
I travel under a different name
Ooh.
because Jeremy works all the time, 9 days a week.
It's just like you're traveling
I'm Stevie.
alias.
Just call me Stevie.
Stevie.
So
So
Jeremy,
it's a whole different you.
exactly. I'm not me.
You don't want to be Jeremy when you get out there.
No, you don't need to know my damn name. Yeah, it's sad. When I travel, when I'm here, if I were to take a vacation or take time off here, if you called me and wanted to give me some money to rep something, fucking doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. Yes, to everything. But when I leave, not me. I don't want to be me.
Do you see any like opportunities to work when you're out in places like that?
Well, in Vietnam, I Googled and stopped by several rep shops, and we're now Facebook friends. And yeah, of course, I'm curious what I could do
For sure.
to make money.
Is it the same same kind of setup as you would see in
There's not vehicles. There's not trucks and cars and all that. But dude, PPFs. And when I was in Da Nang, Vietnam, I can't think of his name. It's a weird name to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
It's not Steve for sure.
It's not Steve.
No.
It's not Stevie. It's dude.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, guy.
It's Da Nang dude.
Yeah.
And I would love to. I will find it, and I would like to tag him in this.
Yeah.
just so he knows that I care. You know, I was riding around on a scooter doing stuff.
What country were you in?
Vietnam.
Vietnam, and the city was
Da Nang.
Da Nang.
Da Nang.
So it would be-
DANANG.
So it would be
Da Nang.
the Da Nang dude. This is a shout out to the Da Nang dude.
Yeah. And
That's cool.
If I had, see, this phone is now has to be turned in. My phone when I went to Vietnam last April, I gave Jennifer, my office manager, my phone. I just laughed at her. I said, "Good luck. This thing never stops. I'm leaving." So I just gave her the phone and I left for a month. And then in November, I wrote spoken word, which may be available in here. Just when I get stressed, I write.
Yeah, that's what I started to bring that up. I didn't. It's been a couple of years ago. Maybe it was RapsCon 2022. But me and you had a chance to talk for a few minutes about how much you were writing and like how therapeutic that was for you. And like,
It's you can get mad, but nobody cares. You know, but if you think and write, then it's appreciated, and you can share it.
yeah, I mean, that night you sat there and read us a poem, and it was like, who is this guy?
Nobody knows who the fuck I am.
Yeah.
You know, I think more than I do. I think I pay attention, and that's what most people don't understand.
Yeah.
Mr. Fireball, no, it's not that. I like a flavor of, and right now before I'm here, I like the flavor of a thing. I remember in junior high, I used to go to Northwest Junior High, and I would go across the street to the little country store, and I would steal Fireball candy, little red ones, and I would sell those, and they taste like that, and that's what Fireball tastes like.
Sure.
I don't like being intoxicated, and if you travel alone, which I prefer to travel alone, it's not safe to be intoxicated.
Right. Yeah, you can get taken advantage of. Or whatever.
I just told you to have water because I don't drink.
Right.
You know, and I've lost all this weight. I'm doing things on purpose, but no, to travel alone in another country, it's not safe to be careless.
Right.
It matters.
Yeah, and you start drinking. I mean, that's the whole point in drinking, right? Is that you're gonna, you're out of your mind or just disassociated.
There.
Yeah.
Right. You got to pay attention.
Right.
It really, 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 really matters.
Yeah, but I hear you. Like, I really like banana pudding, and nobody's like, "Hey, there's Scott, the banana pudding guy." You know what I mean?
If they had a banana pudding beverage,
chances are,
perhaps you'd take a sip.
Yeah, we were up to Gatlinburg a few years ago, and they had a banana pudding whiskey or something, and it was pretty good. I preferred it over the rest of them.
I'd try it.
Yeah.
I'd take a sip.
I was in Gatlinburg. They have like the
Fucking banana.
Yeah, it was good.
Can I say effing?
yeah.
Okay.
Say anything you want.
So, howdy. So,
But yeah,
banana
so I
pudding,
hear you. I get it. So the Fireball thing, like, yeah. So
I mean, I'll go to a country that doesn't even have it. And when I went, I'm wearing the shirt, World Rap Masters. When I went to Germany, I went to, and Kevin was there, Tate was there, all of them. We went to Erfurt first for, we did.
actually, I think I seen a post of it the other day.
Yeah,
All of you were out
it's
there.
this week. It's this week.
Yeah,
on
maybe
Facebook.
somebody was probably
Yeah.
sharing a memory. That's probably what it was.
With all of us.
Yep.
From everywhere, from Erfurt, Germany. And we were up to tank. We did this, did that. Then I was a judge in Berlin, and I had to leave before they all got to ride the tank. I didn't get to ride the tank.
Like a tank?
A tank.
Yeah, like
A tank.
yeah.
Tank. Yeah. It's not a fucking tank.
Yeah. How does that work? How do you ride a tank? I've been in some funny situations. Nobody's ever asked me to ride in a tank.
We wrapped. We had a 911. The paint was failing. Couldn't do any more on that. So we killed on that. We had a Panamera. We had a tank. It was right before the World Rap Masters. So the World Rap Masters is FESPA. And every continent has a competition. So I'm the judge, I've been the judge in Mexico multiple years. But then they've got Japan, they've got Asian, just Russian, all this.
And I think it's like set up to where you have to you got to qualify, and then you go and you compete, and then that gets you into another.
The winner of each country becomes the rap master of that country. And then in Europe, they have the European rap masters. And then that becomes that person. And then it's all of the masters from every continent
come together at one point, right?
Compete together.
And that's in Germany, I believe.
It was in Munich. I've done it in Germany. The first time was in Berlin. Second time I was judged, it was in Munich. But it's just cool.
Did you ever compete in it or just judge?
Good question.
Yeah.
If I were to compete, I would pay for my travel. I would pay for my food. I would pay for my flight.
Yeah.
I would pay for everything. And I might lose against my buddies.
Yeah.
As a judge, I stayed in a much nicer hotel. I ate way better food. And
for sure.
And I get to compete against, or I get to judge my friends.
Right.
But and they pay me $1,000 a day.
So there's two.
I can compete and lose, or I can go and win.
In my head, like my mind goes in two different directions with that. So I'm gonna try to hit both. We're probably gonna mess this up. But like when I think about RapsCon is next week. And
is it next week?
I think it is. The 13th.
I'm gonna miss it. So I just got back.
I think it's the 13th to the 15th.
It is.
Well, hey,
Ruggs, sorry, we're gonna miss it this year. I miss Ruggs.
I think Ruggs is out. I think
he is.
Yeah,
He's no longer with it.
Yeah. But, shout out Ruggs for sure.
Shout out Ruggs. Yeah. Ruggs, we love you. I mean it matters. And nobody's going because not because you're not there, but
I bet it has to do with it.
I think it has
a
lot
really
to do with it. I just got a text yesterday because I spoke with you about who did that is doing what it's doing. This is my 25th year in business, so let's not sidetrack totally. I go back to that, but you are doing what you're doing. Ruggs, I called him for his input to why who did that in 25 years in business is seeming not irrelevant, and you said it was not irrelevant.
No, I don't think so
by
at all.
any means whatsoever.
I don't think so.
So I'm here, and
actually, I think it's probably more relevant now than it ever has been. Because and I think it's cool because we're watching personal brands like really explode. So right. I think who did that now? I think for years, Jeremy Connor probably rode on the back of who did that, and now who did that's riding on the back of Jeremy Connors, and I think that's freaking awesome.
I did it on purpose.
Sure.
I did it on purpose.
That's the only way it could be.
I did it 100% intentionally.
Yeah.
Here's me. Here's why.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Yeah, like you were a small part of this big thing. You know what I mean? And that's not to say that who did that is like somehow now shrunk because no, I just think that you're turning into like the world's most interesting guy, right? Because
nowhere near that. I'm just a dude.
Well, no, when I say that, you got to think about it from installer standpoint, right? So roll back 25 years ago, you didn't really have anybody to look up to in the industry, really. Maybe Jim.
It didn't exist.
Maybe Jim Miller, maybe.
Yeah, and I remember the very first time I knew Jim Miller was when Caroline was in Europe. She was in London, and that's when I met her. That's when I got hooked up with Hexas. This is 11 years ago, and I had met her on Facebook.
So before that, you didn't know any like high end, top tier.
When I started, there was no internet.
Oh, right.
We, hell, you hand wrote your invoices and you mailed them.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's just so different.
No, it's not sad. It's cool as shit, man. Dude, you got to experience
I still have my maps.
Yeah.
I still have my maps.
Like the folded ones that you stuff up in.
I've got them. You buy the state, you buy the Southeast United States, then you buy the state, then you buy the city, and you got the map.
And I was trying to tell Jamie about
colored markers.
I was trying to tell Jamie about this. Like, so it kind of sucks because you guys didn't get to experience this. But for young guys like me, I've been doing it a long time, but I always had somebody out there that I could kind of look up to. Like there was always that guy that was like, Jeremy's down there fucking crushing it. Molly's out there crushing it.
House before he had his shop. I was at his house, and that son bitch never sleeps. He doesn't sleep.
Josh, I sent you a video. Is there any way you could pull up the video?
Oh my gosh, the invisible bus.
It's the invisible bus video.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's not.
Am
bad.
I not on? It's magnificent.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
perfect. It's 100% perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Gary Vanderberg invented knifeless. Gary Vanderberg invented knifeless, and I did the invisible bus in Molly's shop. But I went to Molly's house when he was still working out of his house.
Oh yeah. And
And
he
then
tells that story, not necessarily about you being there, but like him having like his
There was
printer
a-
in his basement, and he had the
he
baby
did
monitor
in
on
the,
it.
in his basement, and I slept. I had to go to sleep, and I don't stop. But he outlasted me.
Yeah.
That's odd. He outlasted me. I was like, fuck. And then he got a shop, and I was doing a military job out beyond Nashville, and I came back in when he first got his shop. And I can turn left on that street. You know where the left I'm turning at. You turn left on the street, it's down on the left.
Yeah.
I'm there. I can see it. I see maps in my head.
Yeah.
But it's there. And there was one bass boat in this big ass shop. And that was it. It was him, and I don't know the dude's name, but when he first got his shop.
But that
I was probably the first visitor.
That back section down there now is like
It's
nothing.
everything.
No, it's not. It's like it was so small compared to the rest of the shop, is what I mean. Like I'm saying,
Right,
like
I'm pulling in, and
Yep.
you go in, and you pull around, and that
you
little
had to
door
pull
in the
around
back,
to the back. Yep.
and there was nothing.
When's the last time you've been up there?
Shit, 10 years.
Really? You hadn't been up there in 10 years?
No,
They just did the mob meeting up there.
I know, I didn't go.
No way.
I was in some other country.
Gotcha. Got it.
Remember
Well,
that time I leave?
So essentially, if you've seen that building, he's got that whole
I
building.
hadn't seen this little his little hookout. I've seen it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's perfect.
Dude, it's awesome.
that.
He's got a cool setup.
It's intentional.
Yeah,
You do
for
things.
sure.
You do things on purpose.
Yeah. But
It's great.
that he's got that whole building, and he's just doing it, man. But that experience with you and him, that was probably one of the first times that you had ever worked with somebody that was actually keeping up with you.
I went there for a reason, because we're both Dynamite certified, and he didn't know how to quote Dynamite jobs.
Gotcha.
And it was 2016. It was 2016, because that's when he and I were competing for the 3M Rap to Rap competition. And in 2015, FTB, #FTB,
Yeah.
beat me.
Yep.
And then, so he beat me in the Rap to Rap competition. Then the next year, I used the vinyl that I won as second place, and won with Chad Monroe.
Yeah, that's cool.
Another mob member.
Yeah,
You know?
Chad's cool. I mean,
Yeah, Chad's cool. So
yeah.
it's mob guys. Yeah, it's that, and it's just fun. It's a group of like-minded people. But I used the vinyl that I won in 2015 to win in 2016.
2016. So I got a chance. I was talking. I'm going to go back to
I forgot
RapsCon.
I forgot what I was trying to
That's all good.
not forget.
But RapsCon. So they had talked about like when Ruggs was there, they were talking about paying for the people that finished the year before, the top 3, paying for their trip out there, and I thought that's a great idea. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's spot on. You know, and so when I heard it, it got me thinking about like, man, what do they really do for us? I mean, we spend a lot of time and a lot of money. I mean, there is some prizes, right? You know what I mean? But
there's some prizes, and shoot, I've been doing this for so long. I've been a trainer, and I've been paid to go in the Nexus booth. I've been paid to go in other booths when I was working with Justin in Long Beach, and also in Indianapolis. The Rap Society, whatever Justin's thing is, would pay for our rooms.
oh, the Rap Institute.
The Rap Institute, yeah. So, and I've done that, and I did those, but
So that's the one direction I was going to go. I was going to talk about the RapsCon and how they should, kind of take care of those guys. But I do want to bring up the fact that, just your travels and stuff, was that because of rapping? Like, is that where it started?
well, here's what matters is that, just like I just said, if I were to go to FESPA and compete, I pay for my flight, I pay for my food, I pay for my room. But
And you miss a week's worth of work.
and you miss a week's worth of work, but I get paid each day.
Oh, yeah, if you're going and being a judge,
If I'm a judge,
right? But if you're
Now,
competing, you don't.
If I'm competing,
It's all cost.
It's all cost, and that matters. And
It hurts.
you can hang out with your buddies and all that, but
Yeah.
you got to make money.
Right.
You got to eat. when I go, and Amy and when we're together, we went and I was a judge. It makes more sense.
Yeah.
And after doing the European Rap Masters, as well as then the next 4 days as the World Rap Masters, I spend that money and I stay another week, and I spend the money.
But is that would you say that's where your traveling started? Was because of doing the rap stuff, or did you have a passion for traveling anyway?
My first trip was when Hefner Tire got bought out by American Tire and Wheel, and I went to California, and I realized how small the country was. My first international trip was either to...
What'd you go to California for?
Because the Hefner Tire bought all of the American Tire. American Tire and Wheel bought Hefner Tire.
What does that got to do with you? Where did you work for one of them?
There was the whole country's worth of trucks.
Oh, okay.
And
so you were doing graphics on the trucks?
Yeah, we were doing the graphics on the trucks. And I went to California.
I missed that part, sorry.
I went to California, and I met some dudes out there. And anything within 30 minutes from the beach, I hired them to do those and paid them part of what I made. And I just hung out on the beach. Those days I didn't have to work.
Right.
And I made money to sit on the beach.
What year was that? You remember?
Oh, shoot. What year is it?
2024?
It was 15 years ago.
Okay.
It was 2010, 2011. It was prior to my military stuff. So it could have been in 08 or 09.
Was that one of the first times that it really sank in that we need to...
It shrunk the world. It shrunk the country.
Well, I mean, as far as your business, like, did it hit you like, damn, here I am chilling on the beach, everybody else is working. Man, there's something to this.
There's a dude who will go past Nacho or whatever the damn city was. Mm-hmm. He'll do the ones there, and I make money to not work.
Well, you'd already put in the work, right?
I've done the work.
Yeah, you put the front end. You front loaded the work.
Anything from here to the coast, I did that. I can't think. I'll think of the name of the city in a minute. But from here to here, I did all of them. Beyond, I paid him to do them.
And he was probably tickled to death to do them.
He loved it.
Yeah, he was jacked.
I did the whole entire country. And Girls Gone Wild, the whatever the thing is, that little video thing, that was going everywhere. I did Los Angeles and San Diego, then I went to Phoenix, and it was just there.
What were you doing for them?
I was doing all the trucks.
Oh, okay.
But they were following me. It seemed like, but they were following me.
Right.
But it was just that. And I was like, my goodness. And once
because they had buses and stuff, right? Like there was like a whole thing.
They were everywhere.
Yeah.
They were everywhere I went. They were there. And I was like, are they following me or am I following them? This seems kind of sketchy.
And that started on the East Coast? You were doing work for them?
It was on the West Coast, yeah. It was on the West Coast. I did all of California. Then I went to Phoenix. And after I went to Phoenix, gosh, I wish I'd started in Phoenix. Because in Phoenix, their ocean park was just a cement pool. I'm like, if I started here, then went to San Diego, that'd be great.
You could have ended in San Diego.
From going to San Diego to there, I'm like, this sucks. I wonder if the customers realize how much quicker I get these trucks done.
In Phoenix. Because you're ready to get the hell out of there.
I mean, they're so much faster. I'm just getting something so much quicker because there's no beach.
So what about international? You said you went out there for California.
I went to the first trip I went to international was when Hexas. I'm trying to remember if Hexas or was the first trip. I think going to FESPA in England, in London, with Caroline Shaw. I went there because I'd met her in Vegas at SEMA, and that's when I met Oliver Roller. How do you say his name? Roller. And with Hexas. So I went there. So
were the shows, did they play a big part of your career?
It was, the first show, that's when Caroline sent me a message on Facebook. That's back so long when Facebook first started. And she said, "There's Jim Miller. Jim said he's going to kick your ass." And blah 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 blah.
Did you know Jim?
Barely.
Yeah.
Barely. But she was there, and we went, and I went out there, and that's when John Duver was competing, and John's he's doing John now, but
Yeah.
he's just such a competitive person.
Jamie told me he was talking to him the other night, and I said, you think he'd be willing to do the podcast? He sent me a screenshot back, and John was like, absolutely. So,
I love John to death. John's such a jackass. He was done already, and he was just such a competitive guy.
dude, he's jacked all the time. Like every time, like he just wow, you know.
He finished his. He already checked it, and this is in London in 2010, 2011. And he'll get up behind you, and he's looking at you. You done yet? Hey, he's done already, and he's intimidating you. He's behind you talking
trying to poke
shit.
at you.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Have you seen this?
Yeah.
Say that. John's awesome. He's just the most competitive person, and I love it.
Yeah, he's gonna see you.
Used to be a
He's gonna
fighter.
see you rubbing your stomach. He's gonna be at home doing crunches. Like fuck him. I can't see. That's cool.
So John's, I love him. I like the competitive jackassness of him. That's cool. He's just
when you go to the competitions, there's like two things happening, right? Like you've got like the guys that are just there for the experience, and then you've got those guys that are there to win.
Well, see, that brings me back to when I was in Berlin after Kempf and Tate and all of us went to Erfurt. Then we went to Berlin, and then I had to judge the European Rap Masters. Then that winner became the competitor against the World Rap Masters. And as a judge, I mean, if you're a competitor, you compete at your time. And you do that.
I would say probably the World Rap Masters. There's not a whole lot of guys that are there speculating. These are the real deal. This is the best of the best.
As a judge, you don't get to eat.
Oh wow!
You don't. They don't know. I mean, if you're
my brain was going the other way. I'm like,
yeah, I know, but that's what most people don't realize is that if you're the judge, you're there all day, every day, judging your buddies, your friends.
Yeah.
And we eat cold hot dogs, and it's me and Carlos from Spain and Kiss from Hungary, and Ole from Denmark, and Michael from the UK. We don't stop.
Yeah.
We are there every
last year
thing.
at RapsCon, we were standing there, and I heard Kevin. He was like, "Man, dude, I'm thirsty. I ain't stopped all day long." I had the guy with us. I was like, "Go get him a beer. Hurry up. Go get him a beer."
Right.
Trying to butter him up.
So to compete is one thing. To compete's one thing.
Yeah.
And see, to butter him up, that's cool.
Yeah.
We were doing the shoot in Mexico.
Yeah.
They have the creative round. And they made IKEA boxes, and all the festival people had to make the IKEA boxes. And it's a creative round, and there was pesos and all that hanging like a birdcage and all that. But no, the judge doesn't get to leave.
Right, he's there the whole time.
You don't get to leave. And, but then I made money to go be there and not go do things. But I had an Australian dude after the first trip to Germany. He said, "Mate, that was the most." And he came on the last day. He said, "Mate, that was the most fair judging I've ever seen." Yeah. I could tell you, and you knew all these mates.
Yeah.
And there's my Australian accent.
Yeah.
But it's my buddies.
Yeah.
And Andreas Siemens would have won that year. He would have won the World Rap Masters. But he decided to start a handle with 30 seconds left. And he cut the fight. He should have just finished. He would have won. He would have won. He would have won. Andreas, you would have won. But 30 seconds, you don't do a door handle. But he was just in the
zone.
In the zone.
Yeah.
Just boom, 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 do.
Yeah, time don't matter when you're
right.
It's go
That's
time.
that. And he made a mistake.
Yeah. It happens.
And I know him. I know you. I know them. I know everybody. And that Australian dude on the last day said, "Mate, that was the most fair judging I've ever seen."
Yeah.
I could tell you knew all these mates.
I bet it'd be tough too, man. World Rap Masters, this is the best of the best, right?
It's everybody. It's the winners. It's all my buddies from every country.
Yeah.
And
would you say that's probably one of your favorite
it's just awesome.
Yeah.
It's the guys who would beat me, and I get to know them. I know them already. They're better than me. Maybe.
It's all that day, right?
Or not that day.
That day.
Right.
That's what I tell people when
I'm
they
a
come,
magnificent rapper.
when they come to class. You know, do you know Chris? He was out of Charlotte. I don't want to mess up his last name. He's a color change guy. You know him. He helps you all the time. That's what he said. He laid low for a little while, about 4 years.
Yeah. Yes.
Big, tall, skinny Chris.
Yes.
Yeah. He just came up and did the preferred class with us.
Awesome.
Dude, it was great. Dude, it was so cool to see. Dude, he's so humble.
He is so humble.
Dude, awesome to work with.
He's a military veteran.
Oh, yeah.
And he had to close his company because of that, because he just had some issues with his military service was harsh.
Yeah.
He had to collect. I don't know if we want to go this way with this. That's what he had to do.
Yeah.
He had to collect bodies and make them complete.
Well, we got talking a little bit, and I'm like, dude, you want to come up and do the podcast? Like, because he's got some cool stories, dude.
I love him to death. I kiss him on the mouth.
Yeah, he thinks a lot of you, too. I don't know if he wants to kiss you, but...
I'll hold him down and kiss him anyway. No, he's magnificent. He's helped me. He helped me with the Lucid. Mm-hmm. He helped me with the Panamera. Mm-hmm. He's done a lot of...
He's a good installer.
Spectacular.
But I try to tell those guys that come in that have the...
He's got some... the things he had to deal with.
Oh, for sure.
Really messed him up.
Yeah.
Not really messed him up, but he just like, I'm just going to chill.
Yeah.
And
I think we were talking about it a little bit, and he was telling me
and I hope that's not Chris. I love you, dude.
Yeah.
So that
I think it worked out for him. I think he ended up getting to sell some of his customer lists and stuff, and I think that helped.
It's that.
You know what I mean?
But he's a magnificent installer. He thinks like the way you and I do.
100%.
He does it with intention.
But there was another guy that was up there with us that was testing it. He's a good installer.
That's cool.
But he was
there.
Yeah, well, it really was. It was bad.
I like that.
It kind of caught me off guard too, because I knew
caught me off guard.
You know what I mean? When I see him come walking in, I'm like, this is interesting. Like, what's going on here?
Awesome. I wish I was there. I would have come.
Dude,
I would have come. I wish I'd known. I would have gone as well.
It was a good
class.
Probably
somewhere where they don't speak English.
No, this is last week.
Oh shoot.
But you had just gotten back.
I just got back.
But there was another younger guy that was in the class, good installer. He was just super nervous. And then, like, I was trying to explain to him, like, there's no doubt in my mind that guy can wrap cars. They're absolutely, his name's Daniel. He's a really nice guy. Yeah. Passionate. Very, very passionate about the industry. And he'll stay in it probably for the rest of his life. I mean, he's just one of those guys. And Chris was like, man, he was like, how you think Daniel's going to weather out? And I'm like, dude, you never know. You have no idea, because it might be their day and they might have an off day. And he was like, well, what do you mean? I was like, Chris, like, I still make bad cuts. I fuck up all the time.
Watching.
You know what I mean? That's a whole different level of stress. I make mistakes and not under stressful situations. This is me. I'm critiquing every square inch of what he's doing. Dude, it's pressure and it's tough. And
I sweat. I mean, right now I'm not sweating because I'm chilling with you.
Yeah.
If I'm at a show,
it's pretty comfortable in here too.
I squirt. I sweat. I just sweat. Just because I think.
Do you know Kip Johnson?
Yeah.
Kip Johnson was there too. How crazy is that, dude?
I'm glad he's doing well.
President of the UASG, and he was there, and he took the windows, walls, and floors test.
That's awesome,
dude. It was badass. But he was like that. It was cool to see him. So when I graduated high school, I went straight to work for Motorsports Designs. Yeah. I was there for about 8 months, and they sold, and I got fired.
Corporate Image.
Vamela.
Yeah. Well, Corporate Image bought Frank's company, and then Vamela bought Motorsports.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yep. But he was the president of Motorsports then.
Yeah.
He was part of that whole thing. But he fired me. I mean, he did. Dude, how cool is that you flash forward almost 18 years later and he come and take a class from me?
Right.
And he's humble enough
that brings back to, I mean, you took my class.
100%.
At Trim USA.
Yeah, knifeless class.
Knifeless class.
Jesse Engel was with me, Logan Easter.
Logan Easter and all them. And I knew the guys from Knifeless.
Yeah.
and I was teaching class. And
It
you
was
took
cool.
that, and now I'm on your podcast.
I know how crazy it is.
Bam.
It's cool. How it's badass.
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Look what we can do.
I know.
You know?
Logan would be another one cool to have on. I'd like to have
Yeah, it
Logan
would be
and
cool.
Jesse. Like, both of
I
them.
hope he's doing well.
He is. He's doing good. He works at, for the decal source. He runs.
Okay.
Yeah, he runs.
DDS, yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
He runs the print department over there. So
Cool.
he's all into it, man. He loves that stuff.
I mean, I do this. This is my 25th year in business, 33rd year installing. It's June. And I had a panoramic picture that I found that's on my damn couch at the house from 2000 with me, with my Who Did That, 704-617 7048, the old number. And it was that. I bought an enclosed trailer, and I had a 79 Suburban with a 454 and a trailer. I'm like, that's so long ago. But
You ever talk to Paw anymore?
Diane's birthday was 2 days ago. But he's doing well.
Is he doing good?
He's still alive.
You can't slow him down, dude. You can't slow him down.
He's had 9 heart attacks.
So when I talk
F
to
and
people,
Paw.
when I talk to people, I'll say, when I'm trying to get my affairs in order, because when I turned 60, I don't want to be sitting on a bucket, smoking cigarettes, mad at the whole damn world, right? When I'm saying that, I'm thinking of fucking Chip on his bucket, just mad at, yelling at young guys. You're sorry, don't get your ass to work. The generation's different now. It's a different world.
Paw. Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, Chip. I love you.
Yeah.
Don't die yet.
I'm glad he's doing good. Man. That's
I
good.
am as well.
That's good to hear.
He was in Lawton, Oklahoma. I started smoking cigarettes at 40 years old in Lawton, Oklahoma, outside Fort Sill.
Well, if you're around him, you can't help but smoke.
Well, everybody was smoking cigarettes.
That's right.
We were on a military base. And I'm like, well, shit. And we'd go in the trailer an hour from the base, from the gate where you get in. And we're wrapping the Connex containers with the stone and stucco patterns. I mean,
That was a big project,
I made
dude.
so much money. It's stupid. That's when I bought my Audi.
Yeah.
I made so much money. I bought my Audi because I like the seats.
Well, that thing's been wrapped a few times.
10 times.
I've seen it.
And I remember I went all the way out there, and we were out there. I could walk you to the gas station where I bought my first pack of cigarettes.
That's funny.
You know, in Lawton, Oklahoma, because we'd go and smoke the other thing, and then, you know, it was 50-mile-an-hour winds nonstop, just always. There's Geronimo's.
Is that the one y'all built those like things over
That
there?
was cold. That was Toma, Wisconsin. That was Fort McCoy.
Same project though?
Same project.
Yeah.
I made $4 million.
That's crazy.
Wrapping Connex containers.
In a year? Like, was it?
And that was 2 years.
Okay. Still.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
I bought an Audi because I like the seats.
That's funny.
I mean, I had my dune buggy, and I was looking on eBay trying to find some seats, and like those seats. I said, all right, let's go seats with the fucking Audi TT. All right, there's an Audi TT. So
Oh, you were thinking about taking the seats out of it?
no, I just was looking for seats for my dune buggy,
Right.
and I found some, and they belonged from an Audi TT.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So after coming back, after we rode 22 hours, that's when I bought my van. This goes deeper. I got paid. These jackasses sent me money. I didn't want it. It was Christmas, and
Why wouldn't you want money?
Because I had to pay taxes on it.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I wanted them to damn send me a check, and they wired me $70,000
Oh, shit.
the day after Christmas. And I go, shit.
I got 5 days. I got to burn this.
I bought so much stuff. I bought a van. I put rims on it, put a boom in it, bought a scissor lift, a trailer. I just bought everything.
That's funny.
And I'm frugal. I don't need anything.
Right.
Once you start, it's fun.
I bet so.
I just blew through $70,000 just sillily. Yeah,
Well, it sounds like you bought stuff that made sense.
I bought an enclosed trailer. I bought the van, put rims on the van, put a boom in the van.
Yeah.
It was sexy as hell.
Yeah.
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 And that's what we took out to the next job. And then we went all the way out to Lawton, Oklahoma, with the van and the truck and the trailer and the things and the stuff.
Yeah.
And they weren't done. They were doing one print pattern at a time, which makes sense as a printer's point of view. But we got out there, and once you get out there, you're an hour away from the gate. So we turned around and drove 22 hours back. I said, screw this. We're not going to sit there because the rears take longer. So we're kind of going.
Because they have the latches on them or something?
The latches, yeah. So it's just that so we're going on 4 different tangents right now of thoughts.
Sorry.
But yeah, money and that, and then the vans and the stuff and the military stuff and all that. But it all made sense. Yeah. And we drove back and did work here. And then I pulled boss man privilege, and I flew out the next time. So I'm going to make sure we got rooms.
Right.
So,
right.
I'll drive your asses out to 22 hours. And that's when I bought the Audi. I came back and made so much money. And
somebody was telling me a story about it the other day.
I paid everybody fairly. Everybody made a lot of money.
I can't remember who it was. Josh, you remember that was the guy that was telling us the Jeremy Connor story where he was like pulled up on a job site and they had to drive out through the field. You remember that? It was like they were talking about wraps, and I want to say it was Trip Harris was
drove out through a field.
Was it General Formulation? What was the film?
I could believe I did anything.
Well, but it was for that project. Was General Formulation on that project with y'all?
No, that was military wraps.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the name of the company?
Yeah, it was. And then Trevor's dead.
Oh, well.
He died.
That's unfortunate.
His father shot him.
Jesus.
But that's not what killed him. He died from another thing, but it did. Dave Cracker, he did it. So
yeah, that's crazy.
He shot his son.
No way.
Yeah. So,
but that was his business, military wraps.
Military wraps.
And
that was just randomly. This back when the internet was first starting, basically. And I was just, hey, by the way, blah 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 on email. I'm in a decal installation company in Charlotte, and
like cold call.
Oh, cold call.
You made $4 million off a cold call.
Cold call.
Fucking right, dude. Hell yeah.
Look what I can do.
Hell yeah.
Look what I can do.
God.
$4 million off a cold call.
Cold call.
On an email in 2008.
So this is what I was talking about. Me and Jamie. Jamie was worried about the podcast, right? And I really do think Jamie tries to look out for me. I like Jamie a lot. It's a good dude. He's Jamie for sure.
Jamie needs to take a damn break.
Relax a little. But what we got talking about.
But he's got things. I mean, I say that I don't have kids. I don't have a wife.
Right.
So
it's tough to let off the gas.
And you have kids?
2. Yeah.
Okay, you got kids and you got a wife.
Yeah.
So I'm totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Jeremy, pull the microphone just a little bit closer to your mouth.
Or slide forward, one of the two.
Yeah.
Closer is fine.
Yeah. Get it close to you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Josh is picky as hell, man.
That's fine. I love specific.
We just want to be able to hear you.
He likes quality. Yeah. He wants it to sound good.
Well, I like to pay attention to details. That matters.
But so Jamie, he was concerned about the podcast because he was like, everybody's pretty much got the same story. And I'm like, the overall story, like we're all into sticking decals, but when you get down to the little parts and pieces of it, man, think about. And again, my experience is a little different than y'all's because I got to kind of be the wave right behind y'all where there was people I could look up to. You know what I mean? Like I genuinely wanted to be that next wave of people that came.
Right.
I wanted to be the Jeremy Connors and
I'm on your podcast now. I'm on your podcast.
Well, and I really do appreciate it.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I've been fortunate enough as a contractor. I've been lucky to go out and hear just a little bit about your story and then watch it and then like that inspired me. That makes it easier for me because it's like, you know what? If his old ass can do it, my young fucking determined ass, I can do it too. You know, and like to think that there's kids, or maybe not kids, but just say a guy that's 22 years old, you know, when I went out on my own, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just knew that all y'all were doing it, and if y'all could do it, I could figure it out.
Have you ever been to a trailer lot on a Sunday, and they're closed, and build a scaffold, and then climb the scaffold, throw the rest of the scaffold on the other side, and then throw the other scaffold you just built on the other side just to do the trailer?
Just to do the job.
Done.
But that's
that.
So y'all, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all coming in and telling those stories, man. If there's a 22-year-old me out there that's sitting at home talking about, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, I don't know what I'm gonna do it. Sometimes you got to build a fucking scaffolding to get over the fence.
And jump the fence.
That's how you got to do it. Yeah.
I mean, who did that? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Where's the camera? Bam.
Oh, that's cool.
There.
Yeah.
Who did that? 25th year in business.
That's badass.
I did it if it looked good. You know, if not, I didn't.
That was another thing me and Jay were just talking about recently was the marketing and branding. So he'll tell as soon as somebody says something to him like, dude, you're an awesome brand and you're killing it at marketing. He's like, dude, I got a logo. That's it. For yours, exactly. when you came up with yours, were you thinking long term for like how it was going to turn into who did that?
I was in Pennsylvania working for Industrial Sign and Graphics, going at a strict trailer plant with Larry Lee, who's now dead as well, and driving around in his 1973 Camaro. And we were staying before Airbnbs. He rented a house, and he's riding me around in his Camaro. And I said, I'm gonna start my company. It's 1999, so I'm gonna start my own company. Yeah, after working for them for 8 years, and he gave me his blessing. You know, I mean, the way I started was a different story that I may or may not tell, but. But no, in 1999 in Pennsylvania at the Strict Trailer Plant is where I told Larry Lee from Fleet Graphics, the division of Industrial Sign Graphics, that I'm going to start my own company. It's going to be called Who Did That? And in June this month of 1999, I started Who Did That? DBA, Jeremy Connor DBA Who Did That.
So, but were you thinking in 25 years that was going to be a...
I'd have called you a liar if you told me I was going to travel the world putting stickers on stuff. That's not real. You know, that's not even real.
Well, but even the name is clever, right? Because if somebody sees a rap, right, they're thinking, who did that? So was that the whole idea behind it?
Clever.
Yeah.
I'm clever. It's me being clever.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I came up with that.
Yeah. And you wanted them to tie that experience, like, because you knew as soon as they see a wrapped car or even like a cool decal package or whatever, they were going to say, who done that?
Wow, who did that?
Yeah.
Was my first website. WowWhoDidThat.com.
Cool.
You know, and WDT, you know, all that. It's just, that's what people say. Damn, who did that?
Right.
How'd you know?
Yeah.
The girls at the bank used to just laugh and they pay to the order of who did that. Like, really? Is this? Yeah, it's real.
It's real.
So,
and it's smart. It's a good brand.
23 years in, I finally branded myself. After 23 years, it's my 25th year in business.
Didn't you tell me that you had a brand on you or something? Was that you that were telling me that?
You want to see my tramp stamp?
I don't know. Do I?
Where's the camera?
Oh, it was. Yeah, you did tell me that. Yeah, you've got a...
June of 1999. I got this. Where's the damn camera at?
There's any of them.
All right,
Watch your cables here. Careful. Not for hire. No way. Personal vehicle, not for hire. Dude, that's cool. That's cool.
I'm the boss. I am for hire, but yeah, that.
Hey, Josh, I can't hear you in my headset. I don't know if I'm supposed to or not, but I'm just letting you know.
I'm muted.
There's that. And
so in 1999,
June of 1999,
you went down
Rodney
to the
Raines.
Rodney Raines
At Ace Tattoo, and got the not for hire tramp stamp.
How you make it sound worse than it really is. When I think of tramp stamp, I'm thinking right above like their butt crack. Yours is a little, it's a lower back, but it's not.
I'm fit now. Maybe I look different then.
Skin tightened up a little bit, drawled it up your back. No, it's not bad. That's cool.
It means something. It means something. Some tattoos are silly.
Yeah.
That means something.
What's
I
that?
am for hire.
What's that one mean to you?
I will not work for anyone else again. I make decisions based on educated thoughts, and I'm the boss. I do things on purpose. That matters. Most people don't think. Most people think individually. I put everyone who works with me or for me. I don't like to say people work for me. Anyone works with me, I put them in front of myself. And I don't need anything. I'll skip a paycheck to make sure that people with, like yourself, who've got families and kids and all that, you are more important.
Do you think that played a big part in why you've been around 25 years?
Consideration.
Yeah.
You got to be nice. You know, fuck everybody, but not.
Yeah.
You know, fuck around and find out. I'll be rude if I need to, but it'll be to protect someone who works for me.
Right.
Otherwise, I think people smile when they see me. And I'm sure of that. You know, you grinned when you saw me. So that. But I take care of my people. So not for hire means that I make the decisions that are important to take care of the people under my wing.
Yeah.
That matters a lot.
You think that rolls over into your personal as well?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's all you.
It's just, I was raised properly. You know, you'll make me cry in a minute if I think about it deeply. But no, it's just more fun to be nice. And I take care of people who are under my wing.
Yeah. No,
They're protected.
I hear
that
you.
really matters. And that just went them a different way. But no, I really mean it.
Yeah. It makes a world of difference, man. Like having the parents that I've got, I wouldn't be who I am today without them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But there's people out there that don't have that. You know what I mean? They don't know what that's like. And me and Josh talk about it a lot. You know, there's some really good examples of, like, you know, if you got to be a little bit empathetic towards that situation, because, I mean, it's huge.
Well, you knew Kaylee.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we were just talking about that. I never listened to anybody else, man. As far as, like, don't work with friends, don't work with family. I want to work with all my friends and all my family, and I don't care. Josh he's one of my best friends, and I love working with him. And if it whatever,
when
I'm good with it. My brothers, Justin, Michael, I want them around me all the time. They're some of my favorite people.
The way we do what we do, traveling and I mean, especially traveling, but even now local, I have to know you. I don't want a stranger.
Yeah.
You know, my dogs are at my shop. I'm going to go back to my shop now. My dogs are both there. I left the door open. I've got 2 locks on the gate, but Jamie can get in, Martin can get in, whatever.
Yeah.
They can get in. The dogs are there, and I'm going back and working on that Lamborghini.
Yeah.
But the dogs are there. But it's got to be close friendships.
Yeah.
Which sucks. And I fired Martin Friday because he didn't do the things that needed to be done to be an employee. And I said, I'd rather keep you as a friend than an employee. So you are fired. But
Is that who had your van?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's going to come in tomorrow to put the Lamborghini back together. He took it apart. I'll give you $100 cash. Come in and do what you took apart, but you're not employed anymore.
Right.
But who did that?
I mean, that right there, Seth, that speaks a ton right there. The fact that you can fire them on Friday and then have them come in and help you a couple days later, dude, that's huge.
Not going to let you argue with me. I just won't, because I'm peaceful.
Right.
But no to everything you thought, and yes to everything I said. And here's $100 cash. Come redo what you took apart. But no, you can't be employed here anymore because it'll ruin a friendship or a job. That's not fair.
As far as, like, family, was Kaylee one of the only ones that you ever really worked with?
She would have got my company. I mean, I on her 18th birthday, I was doing Action Express, and my brother owns a car hauling company, and he bought her the coat of many colors. Was it Dolly Parton or Loretta Lynn who sang that song? He bought her a Honda Civic, and then put it all together. It was like green and maroon, this, that, and the other. So on her 18th birthday, I wrapped it for her, and I made her help because he owned a body shop.
Like a good uncle's supposed to, right?
Exactly.
Get your ass out here and let's go to work.
Because my brother owned a paint and body shop. I knew she was a badass, and she knew how to work.
Your brother owned a paint and body shop?
Yeah.
Does he still own a paint and body shop?
No, I guess, and he had the finger paints, and I had the damn stickers.
Stickers. That's funny as hell, dude.
He and that, but now he has a car hauling business. He goes to all the auctions and all that for the same company I'm driving the Lamborghini for. But no, I had the finger paint. He had the finger paints. I had the stickers.
That's funny.
But I knew
that
she
ever...
knew how to be a badass. Knew she knew how to work.
Yep.
And I actually asked his permission, as if asking for a bride. Can I hire Kaylee to work for me?
Yep.
You know, and because I know that you raised her the way I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, on our 18th birthday, still got the pictures. That green and maroon and gray Honda was Ferrari red when we were done. Carbon fiber mirrors, carbon fiber handles, and all that. And after that, I
did she appreciate it at the time?
She loved it.
Did she?
Loved it. It's just the biggest thing. We can't go further because I'll cry.
Yeah. Well, I'll say she's
dead, and she got her 15th second chance.
Yeah.
She's no longer with us.
So. She come work with us for a little while, dude. She could slay. She got fucking after it, man. She did not mess around. And women...
We competed together in that damn... when she burnt the carpet, called her rug burn, and then Kevin Kemp, thanks Kevin Kemp, putting a damn Band-Aid on that shit. That was fucking hilarious. That was awesome. That was awesome. But she burnt... We would have kicked everybody's ass so badly.
She like I said, she worked with us for a little while, and she got after it.
I didn't hold anything back when I taught her. I taught her everything. Normally, if I were to teach you, I would hold some shit back.
Sure.
She got it all.
Well, that's family. That's what I'm talking about. With that, when it comes to family, people that are that close to you.
Well, I don't have kids. I'm not married. Don't have kids.
Right.
So I would have given her everything. She would have got the company.
Well, I just mean like even as far as like knowledge. Well, like you were saying, like when you're out on the road with somebody, you need to. I'll say this: we just went and did this big job in Ohio a couple weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and we brought Kyle Cameron in with us. And we met Kyle from Jamie. Kyle is what's the name of his company?
Where's he from?
I can't remember. I don't know.
Dynamic
Graphic
Solutions.
I don't want to mess it up. DTG maybe. I don't know.
You got to find the damn invisible bus wrap. The nicest invisible
You'll have
bus.
to find it.
That needs to be.
I've got.
but I don't know Kyle.
So anyway, Kyle Cameron. But Kyle's a good example.
I'm still wiping away the Cody sauce.
You're good. But Kyle Cameron's a good example of one of those installers. Like he's passionate about it. He gets it. But for an installer to fall in with other installers is not easy.
Right.
You know what I mean? It takes a special kind of person that you better have your shit together. You better be open-minded.
You're my left or right hand.
Yep.
And I do this, and I know you're already there.
Yep.
I can look away. I can hand my squeegee away, and you're already grabbing it.
Right. Well, that's me, and that's how we. Yeah.
See, I love it.
That's
that
how
so much.
me and Josh work together. So then when you bring somebody else in like that, even Josh is good about it because he'll say, I don't know, dude. Like, we're probably better off just me and you going and doing it. I'm like, no, it's a third person. It's going to make a world of difference. He's like, nah, it's going to get in the fucking way. And now, he didn't say that about Kyle.
But you might need that third person.
But you might. And then, but somebody like Kyle that can fall in and hammer down and get some shit done, not bitch, none of that stuff.
No words. Just,
you know what I mean?
Just move.
That makes a difference.
Move.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop my squeegee, and I need you to catch it.
Hell, we got to the point to where.
So I didn't. I'm just on Instagram, and I didn't really realize who he was.
Josh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And there he is. And
yeah, he's best kept secret ever.
Right.
Well, you were talking about how cool this is, how nice and all this stuff. That's all him. That ain't got shit to do with me. I'm lucky enough to get to hang out with him and watch the cool shit happen.
Awesome.
You know
I'm
what I
here.
mean?
So
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
This is what it's supposed to be, though. Like
Exactly.
This is
Just
what it's
chill.
all about. Exactly.
Yeah.
But Kaylee, when Kaylee came in, she was one of those installers, and very rare do you find that in a girl. And that's nothing against women or anything like that. But when you're in that zone, man, you've got to have that type of person, and generally that type of person is a guy. It's another guy that can fall in and do the
It's hard
things.
for me to say the words, but she was a fucking badass.
Dude, she was a badass. True. So no, you taught her right. She fell right in. It was cool.
Yeah, but
Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
nobody likes you.
Yeah. It's
I did that.
I feel like it's important to say it. I feel like
It is.
I wouldn't be doing you any favors or wouldn't be doing her any favors if I didn't say it. So
No, she's badass, and I'll taught her the way.
yeah, for sure.
And it'd be done, and I'll get grown man voice in a fucking second. There it
Yeah.
is.
No, you're
Bam.
good.
So,
But
don't do drugs. Smoke weed. Don't do drugs. Whatever.
I've got the
Damn it.
invisible bus.
you got it?
Yeah,
Let's
I think so.
damn invisible
we can't
bus.
hear you.
Oh my gosh, I do it so spectacularly.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
I
you.
hear you.
Listen,
Oh,
I gotta get
yeah.
it.
I need a giggle.
It's got to download real quick.
Okay. Well,
I missed that little jackass.
me and Jamie got talking about it, and he said, "Listen," he said, "do me a favor." He said, "If Jeremy's really gonna come up and he's really gonna do this, you have to bring up the invisible bus, and I was like, "Well, what is it? You got to give me a
Oh,
reference, a point of reference to something." He was like, "It's exactly what I said it is."
Watch
Jeremy
my
Connors
hand techniques.
installing an invisible bus.
Watch me do this.
Now it looks like y'all filmed it on a
I'm
calculator.
no, I mean, tell me, watch your
Are y'all
hand
ready?
movement.
Yeah, let's
yeah,
do it.
I'm ready. Watch this.
Demonstrating Illumilite squeegees.
My name's Jeremy Connor. If I was doing a bus with a Illumilite squeegee, I have a back slit right here.
Back
The
slitter.
bus goes 20 feet that way and 20 feet that way.
I'm in the middle of
I've
the
got
bus.
my backing paper flipped behind. We've got the vinyl stressed nice and tight. I grab my 48-inch Illumilite squeegee
Which I have.
and I do this.
Look at him go.
Listen to Jamie in the back.
Have you seen this before?
I've seen bits and pieces.
The bus is complete.
I didn't want to watch it all because I wanted this to be the first time I really got to see the whole thing.
Illumilite squeegee. Use my left
With
hand,
Illumilite
push the
squeegee,
backing
it will
paper,
push
also
the
is
backing
on
paper
the
off.
Mind you, the
It'll
beer,
push it up.
the beer's in the right hand.
Beer's in the right hand. Fireball's on the table. And here again, within 10 minutes with discussions, I'm going to install.
You're slowing me down,
Here we go.
jackass. I'm ambidextrous, by the way.
the full length of the bus.
Well, we won't hold that against you.
All right.
I'm just
Nice
kidding.
and tight.
It's a quote from-
Bottom line,
Sorry.
Oh, I'm about to have to sit the beer down. Watch.
vertical straight line. So now I've used
That's
my
how you know it got serious.
Teflon coated squeegee. I'm going to go down the nitrous tape line.
You got to make sure that nitrous is right.
Just like that, it's done.
And now I'm at this end. The vinyl's pressed nicely across the nitrous
Watch
tape.
this shit.
So now I've got.
Oh, tell me I'm not-
Nitrous. The
Pop.
pop filament.
Look at them
Now
fingers.
the full nitrous tape to make perfect
Feel like you're casting a spell. Or,
But
And now
Jazz
you
food.
done it. Watch.
oh yeah.
It's just.
I'm nitrous accredited. One of 6 in the United States, thank you.
what number are you?
I'm number 2.
I should have been number one. I got the damn.
002.
Jim Miller got number one. I'm number two.
Should be number 1 there.
Should be
Everybody
number
knows.
one. Everybody knows.
Pulling the nitrous tape.
Yes, sir.
Pulling
Look
the
at
filament.
this shit.
Just the volley in the back. He's so full of shit.
There's that filament. Get, look at them. Magic hands. Magic hands.
You roll it as you go.
You roll it, you don't want to trip over it.
No, I don't want to trip.
You pull it straight out, right here.
I'm about to then have to sit the beer down.
At the end,
There.
Done.
that leaves the 2 individual green filaments. Top one will
Here we go.
go along with it. Bottom one will get it as well. And if you're ambidextrous,
This beer's
Yeah,
the goddamn
no,
way.
we got to go.
This invisible shit's.
and do like this.
Dude, you're so magical with your fingers. Look at the finger action. That is freaking cool.
And I run my little like squeeze along the edge. Make sure you don't leave any of the green tape.
You know, body position is really everything.
I mean, I'm not.
That's,
are
that
you
step
not
over right
doing
there.
it?
I mean, I feel it. I feel like I'm here.
I'm doing it exactly correct. I mean,
Almost.
tell me I'm not. Tell me I'm
Spot
not.
on.
Damn Skippy. This,
Slight bend in the knee. I mean, all that's critical.
Sir.
Bam. Lick, stick.
Done.
Got a beautiful edge.
We're gonna demonstrate that tomorrow, right?
Jeremy Connor, who did that incorporated.
Fireball.
Oh. Heck yeah.
Oh, I'm so glad that came back.
That's
We needed that.
spectacular. I mean, was I not? Were you there? You were
Yeah, I
there.
feel like
You-
we were there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could do it right now. What's that?
So that shop though, even that like that's a
Yeah,
small
that-
that's a small
oh,
shop compared to
gosh,
what it
went-
was.
I went there when he had one boat.
Yeah.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
Like my shop was a landscape shop. It was trees. It was nothing. But I went there when I was doing another military job, and it was him and some dude, and there's a one bass boat. Compared to that now,
Oh, I know, it's unreal.
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think you can get four full buses in there, Josh. Is that right?
No, he can only get 2 in there right now.
Yeah.
One,
But
Yes.
I hadn't been there since he did that little angle thing.
yeah.
And I kind of understand it. Kind of. I mean, I've only been there once. I've been there twice, I guess.
Yeah, he has to he has to pull one in and then back it in. Has to back it in and then pull it in forward to the right, and
Okay.
then he can back the next bus in. So you have
It's
2
that
buses.
little
In
Yeah,
there.
but I
Here.
thought on the school side he could get 2 side
No.
by side. No,
No,
not enough room, huh?
What's he doing with that damn the thing with the eyes on it? The switcher truck. Looks like that.
Oh, so he wanted, that's what he wanted it for. So they were doing all the trailers for the musicians and everything. So
he made it look cool.
Well, he bought it thinking that it was gonna run. Pretty much broke down, so now it just sits out front. So he wrapped it and made it kind of look like a car's truck.
Right.
Then he went and bought another.
Cars, exactly. Yeah.
He went and bought another switcher, and it's badass.
Okay.
Yeah, like he's decked it out. He's got a custom built hitch on it and everything, and it's just back up, hook up,
Do
go.
it, boom, done.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they get after it up there. He's got a young guy,
it.
young guy that came through the school. His name's Cody, and he's good. He's passionate. He wants to be there. Yeah, but he came from the freight industry. So he had some experience in hooking up and backing up trailers and stuff like that. So it was a perfect fit. I mean, he wanted to be a rapper, and he had that experience to where, because used to Jamie would have to back in all the trailers.
Right.
Now this kid, he can do it.
He's trustworthy. And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
not going to bang. He's not gonna
I
hit
say
nothing.
that. I think he ran a trailer into the door, but you're going to have that.
Yeah,
I mean, you back in 100 trailers, 1 out of 100, you're probably going to hit something.
Yeah, that's pretty good
Right.
odds.
Yeah, I think that's pretty
But
good.
not have to do it all yourself.
Right, yeah.
I mean, I'm busy.
Well,
I can't do all this.
And I think that's kind of what I was getting at earlier about, like, y'all might not think about it a whole lot about being an inspiration, but it's so cool because, like, you're into Volkswagens, you got a tractor, you go to different countries, you know what I mean? Like that's like you got a life.
Yeah.
Who did that is a big
can't
part
sit
of your
around
life.
and do nothing.
Who did that is a big part of your life, but that's not Jeremy Connors, right? That you got other shit that's
I was profitable while I was gone.
When you were going where?
Just this past trip. I mean, I've still got Filipino money in my pocket. The company, I mean, I'm holding it right here. Filipino pesos. The company made money, and I left
That's cool.
because I'm not fucking done. But,
Yeah.
and I'll still be a resource for the industry. I will still travel, but I will also still be involved. I mean, I'm not going to go somewhere and sit in a damn shack and not do anything. I got to do stuff. I'm shy. Can you tell that? So I'm going to meet people. If the road splits and goes this way or that way, well, the road going there, so I bet there's people there. I'm going to talk to them.
Yeah.
And whether it be a wall mural or a boat or something, whatever, I will share either travel knowledge or conversation or whatever. But no, I'm not going to sit around and do nothing.
Do you have a goal with that? Like, can you imagine what that looks like long term? Like, are you thinking move to a different country or
Southern Guy Solo,
Southern guy?
YouTube.
Yeah.
I've got 30-something followers, no videos yet, but Southern Guy Solo.
Southern Guy Solo.
Yeah.
This is your new.
Southern Guy Solo, not
Yeah.
Southern Man Solo. Southern Guy Solo. Yeah. And I'll do that when I travel, but or I'll do that when I have a minute because I'm just recently back. But now I've got in Puerto Princesa and the Philippines, I met some people from Egypt, from France, from Spain, from here and there. I'm already in multiple countries. I've got 30-something followers with no videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but it's just, I mean, people like to watch. They like my accent. They like how I shoot the shit and and travel. And I don't hype up the city. Here's what you'll see if you are like a person like me going somewhere. It's this. And you can have some food here. You can shoot the shit if you want to.
Is it tough when you go, like, the stuff that you're doing? Like, is it?
No, it's
cool.
It's I would leave right now. I would take this thing off and leave right now. Leave you my truck, and I would leave to go back to Vietnam or somewhere like that. It's just so awesome.
What's your favorite spot so far? Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
It wins. I'm on my second passport, and not for any reason other than it's just the prices, the people.
I seen some of your posts, man. It looks beautiful out there.
And I've posted so little.
Yeah.
I've posted so little because I'm trying to save. On this past trip, I took my new phone. I took 7,000 photos and like 1,000 videos, and I've shared 5. And the people say, "I saw the videos." Well, you don't even know.
Yeah.
But I'm saving them to monetize
All for the Southern Guy Solo
my
stuff.
Southern Gasola, because if I do that, and I mean Axe body spray, when you don't take a shower for 3 days,
Right.
give me a fucking commercial.
Yeah, there you go.
Bam, that.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, look right here. I'm not even lying. There's this, but no, just if you monetize that, I've got your little things. Hey, buy these from him.
Knife Tucker, now available on Amazon.
Look, I've got.
Oh, that's funny.
That's not
Can I
even
see one?
Yeah, it's not even my. It's not even.
This is funny.
It's still in my pocket. I don't want to be
Do you
here.
do you know how this works? Like, do you know what these are?
Yes.
Like, what they represent?
Yeah. Plus, I use Google Translate. I speak every language, but
And when you
1,000 is about $8.
so you'll just walk in and set your phone down and start talking, and
Yeah.
it explains the whole thing. You don't have to.
But over there, most of them speak English. But if
Oh,
not,
really?
I speak. I mean, I speak Khmer, I speak Vietnamese, I speak Spanish.
Really,
But no, I mean, I've been back for
this
2
is
weeks.
cool.
It's that.
I don't think I've ever held money from Vietnam or ever even seen
That's
it.
from
for that
Philippines.
matter.
That's
For Philippines.
pesos. When it was 2 years ago during COVID, when I went with Keith to Bangkok, and then Chiang Mai, Bangkok, and then Chiang Mai to the elephants.
Keith.
Keith Vu,
I
Keith
think it's-
Savage.
Yeah, Savage. Yeah,
one,
Savage. Yeah.
And his guy Gabe, who's from Cambodia. Keith's from Laos. He's from California, but Gabe's from
He
Cambodia.
travels a lot too, right?
He travels more than I do.
Does he?
Damn it.
And he's pretty fit too. I mean, he's
He is, yeah. I mean, I've become, my gosh, did I show you the before and after a year past?
Is it on social?
I think it is. The 1 year difference of me from 243 pounds. You know, when surgeries I've had, my colon ruptured and all that. But no, the social is up there. Pull that one up.
Yeah.
Now you're just showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's badass. So, and I am. Yeah, look what I can do. You know, I lost 50 pounds.
So is some of that to do with what you were talking about? Like you don't want people to think of you as a Fireball guy.
No.
It's
not
almost
at
like a
all.
personal rebrand. Like, hey, look, let's be clear. I like a cinnamon drink here and there,
I
but
like
that
a
ain't.
flavor of something.
Yeah.
You know.
That's not Jeremy Connor.
Look at
Damn
that.
it,
1
dude.
year difference. Who did that? Bam. That's Halong Bay in Vietnam. And that's in last April. And that's me a couple of weeks ago.
So it was.
Bam. Bam.
But that's
bam.
not poor health. I mean, that's something
No,
else.
that
right?
that was surgery. You see the colostomy scar.
Yeah.
I went back to work too soon. No, I wasn't fat. That is a huge hernia. You can see the scar down the center of my belly.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck, it was my turn to be screwed. It's just, you know.
Was it just a bad luck? Really?
Pull that mic towards your face.
Yep. Yeah. I just I had a hernia, or my colon ruptured, and then I had to go in on. It was April the 6th, several years ago, and at 3 a.m. I woke up and Amy was there with me. I was like, I'm dying, and 15 days later I got out of the hospital with a colostomy
You
bag.
didn't have any signs or anything? Just
Nothing.
went to bed one night and it
Nothing.
just.
On a Monday, it was just my turn, and my colon ruptured, and I had a colostomy bag, and that's the hole right there on the left side. But I went back to work too soon after they reversed it, and I busted it. So it's just that, and I'm still traveling the world, having a good time. But I was over there. I went to Cambodia and Vietnam, and those little short bastards. Oh, baby. Oh, if I could speak your language. I was so self-conscious.
Pull your vibe. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I can do it. I can say it in Khmer.
Yeah. So you knew it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just so self-conscious.
Yeah.
And because I'm fit, you know. So I fixed it. Look. Bam.
That's a huge jump.
Um,
How'd you do it?
Eating right.
Yeah.
Just eat right and work out. Don't do stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know. I'm fit. You know. And I prefer to be.
Yeah.
My grandmother, at 103 years old, at 103, told me she was bored. I'm going to live here a long time. My dad's 79 years old. He still builds houses for Habitat for Humanity.
I think I seen a picture of him not long ago. He's pretty fit, right?
I got big shoes to fill.
Yeah.
I got really, really big shoes to fill. My dad's the man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I've got a lot to live up to. So I'm here, and I'm going to do what I do.
Yeah.
And look like I look. I'm not going to be fat. I'm going to eat well, drink water.
Yeah.
Sure, I like Fireball. Damn skippy, Fireball. But I'm not Mr. Fireball.
Right.
I didn't make my company 25 years in business by being a drunk. That's for damn sure. And that's what I didn't like.
Yeah.
Mr. Fireball, that's disrespectful and people who aren't paying attention.
Right.
You gotta observe.
Real surface level.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure, I like a flavor of a thing, but no.
So what would you want? What would you want people to remember you by? When they think Jeremy Connor, what do you want them to think?
Consideration, observation, articulation, manipulation. Consideration again. Execution equals completion. Yeah. I pay attention.
That was the most poetic right there in itself. You know what I mean?
I think.
Yeah.
I watch. I pay attention. I put people in front of myself, and then I make sure everything's done. Consideration. Manipulation is not a bad thing. I used to sell vacuum cleaners. You could be holding 3 things. You can be holding 2. I'll have a third one. I'll make you sit one down and buy the one I've got. Then I'm going to sell you a 4th one. Then I'm going to sell you a fucking crate to carry all of them in. Because I said so. It's that.
How'd you get into this? How'd you get into sticking decals? How'd you go from selling vacuums to sticking decals?
See, that's the damn thing.
Oh, you said that earlier. You may or may not tell that story. All right, that's fair. I know at one point, wasn't gas station canopies, wasn't that a big thing for you for a
I've
minute?
done 10,000 gas station
That's
canopies.
what I thought. I remember.
I bought my RV. I got my RV. It's free. If anybody wants an RV, it's free. Gotta come get it. It's a 38-foot RV, and we did 70 gas stations off of it.
You say off of it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I cut
Not
out.
like in it? Like,
I put $3 a scaffold down the roof of the RV, and I cut out scissor lift rental, hotels, and restaurant food. I paid $15,000 for RV, made $300,000 with it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I mean,
sounds like the kind of RV you need, huh?
Hey, it's got 46,000 miles, got a 460 on it, and it's free.
Say less.
You say,
It's free, and it leaks because we put $3 a scaffold down the roof. And now I have my damn. You seen my lift truck?
this is a real thing. Like
That's a real thing. It's at my house.
So you bought
I bought a 38-foot RV, and we would drive it around the gas station canopy, and we'd stay in the damn parking lot. And at lunchtime, I would send one person down off the roof to go make everybody lunch
in the RV.
in the RV, and I cut out restaurant food, hotels, and scissor lift rental.
I'll tell you, doing a gas station canopy off a scissor lift sucks. It's not fun.
Oh, on a 38-foot RV is magnificent.
Right, you just walk from one end to the other.
Well,
and
now I own the scissor lift truck.
Yeah.
I bought the airport catering truck. Paid $15,000 for that. Made another $250,000 with it. It's sitting out back beside the fucking RV.
Why would you get rid of them?
I won't.
okay.
Fuck the RV, but
Yeah.
the truck I'll never sell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just magnificent.
Yeah.
We took it to a racetrack one time, and went to East Coast Trailer and bought one or borrowed one of those little triangular things, and it was at Rock City Campground. And I made the Upper Deck Beach Club. Tiki torches all around.
Oh, man.
A fire pit, firewood, a table and chairs and everything. And I rented 3 spots. And I put a 50 by 50 tarp. And I rented 3 spots. So I had a covered area as well as an Upper Deck Beach Club.
That's funny.
The
Did you stay at the racetrack? You weren't working. You were down there.
I was chilling.
Yeah, you were hanging
this
out.
Is so long ago. Gosh, I don't do anything fun anymore.
You
I
just
do.
got back from
I know.
Vietnam.
I don't do fun with other people.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can't come, but I do fun things with strangers.
Sure.
That sounds silly, doesn't it?
No, that's not that bad. I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Well, it
yeah.
kind of matches your that news,
I just leave.
Solo, right?
Southern
Southern
guy
man.
solo. If I go to a crossroads and it goes this way or that way, then there's people there and there's people there. I might beat all of them, but I don't ever have to listen to, I want to go here, that.
Yeah.
So I'm eating the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
I'm making fruit salad.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know, this is my 25th year in business this month. It's my 53rd birthday, June 29th, and I'm working 5 more years. I won't stop and not do anything and twiddle my thumbs. I'll still go places, and I'll still be an ambassador for the vinyl industry. But I'm trying to figure out how to make all that happen. And I'm using ChatGPT to kind of...
Yeah, I was going to say that, dude. Like,
see, oh
there's
my
not a lot of people that are...
Nobody's paying attention.
Dude, and you're in it. Like, you're doing it. Dude, you've referenced it 5 or 6 times. Like,
And that's the first time right now.
yeah.
But yeah. It's witchcraft.
It's cool as hell is what it
It's
is.
magnificent.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a wizard.
Yeah, I mean, it can take somebody like me that I'm not a great speller. My punctuation's not perfect, but I can type something out and it will take it and it will clean it up.
It will do everything.
Yeah,
and
organize.
I just got into an argument with it 2 days ago, and I asked it why it would be more beneficial for me to use it to do a certain thing, and it didn't have a good response. And I said, I was asking it to do emails or something like that, and I was like, well, shoot, I'm kind of animated, and my personality is going to be, I think that this is going to be more time consuming for me to use this than this. Unless you can tell me the benefit for me to doing this, and it didn't have a good response. I said, well, I'm going to continue to utilize the ChatGPT for the needs that I do, and the silly pictures, but also logo creation, this and that, and that. But as far as personal activity and personal thought, I think I'm superior as far as my quirky mindset. And it understood that, and it tried to give me a debate and a rebuttal, and I asked it to give it another chance, and it failed. And I'm more clever as far as the being me.
Right, yeah. Well, you've got experience in it. I mean, real life,
I'm
like human experience.
Right. I'm a silly little bastard,
Yeah, but
It's
I mean,
that.
it makes a big difference.
Right.
That's a big discussion right now in the world. Like, how, like the benefit. I mean, obviously, there's a benefit of being able to process information instantly and being able to recall stuff as fast as it does.
It does a lot of amazing things, but that goes back to I always call clever thought. I refer to that as vacuum sales. And same thing I said, if you're holding several things, I'll sell you another one. It's clever thought.
Clever thought.
You can't recreate that. I can make you do things, or I'll make you laugh, or I'll do things, but it's just a mindset. There's people like me.
How do you think about that? Like long tail AI? You think it's dangerous? You freaked out? You thinking like Terminator stuff, or where you at?
Well, I was just watching. Jamie was at my shop the other day, and the guys who are doing the AI don't know what it can do.
I know it's
They
scary.
said multiple times they don't know.
Right. Well, I
They
just
said they
heard
don't
this.
know too many times.
Yeah.
But I don't have kids, so
Right. Yeah.
fuck it. I mean, I'll be here for as long as I am, and then serve out your kids and your dogs and all that.
Right.
My dogs will die, and I'll be gone.
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as I can quit, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
So
Are they using that type of technology in other countries? Like, are they utilizing it the same?
nobody's paying attention.
Yeah.
I mean, they are, but I mean, you said that you noticed hasn't mentioned it a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I mean,
I like it a lot. I overuse it sometimes. I mean, Josh, he laughs because I'm having conversations with it. You know what I mean?
you see, and I like to do the speak part.
Me too.
It doesn't talk fast enough.
Oh no.
And I
They
asked
need
it
to
to speed up.
Yeah.
To
Oh, you
speed
did.
up.
That's smart.
I asked it to speed
Did
up.
it?
And no.
Okay.
It
One
won't.
speed.
And I will. I mean, because I can out text a teenage girl with double thumbs.
I know you had me going the other day.
Did I not write the whole story?
Bro, I was working and I was like, damn, I feel like I need to hurry up and text him back. And then it was like 3 more. I'm like, fuck, how do I respond to that? He's like, quick.
Looks how fast I can do. They do the alphabet. It's silly. It's just. I mean, they're exercise, but
Yeah,
But I'm never misunderstood. I speak in color,
sure.
and that's
Yeah, you said
what
that. You said that earlier. what does that mean to you when you say that? Like, what are you referencing?
Being extremely descriptive, never misunderstood. Even Starla, Jim's wife.
But some people do it differently. They do it more numerical, more dry. Yours doesn't seem dry. Like it almost kind of leaves you on the edge of your seat a little bit. Yeah,
You're there.
Yeah.
I say all the words, and I more dry. So I'm extremely descriptive, and I've always been that way. But ChatGPT makes me more.
Really?
So, and that's new. I mean, I've always been extremely descriptive. I mean,
But
5 years ago when I did the Super Bowl with Starla and Jim, she said, "Your notes make me feel like I'm there." You know, because
Notes from the job?
Yeah. Oh, my notes are spectacular. I'm here doing this at this time, blah, blah, blah. So-and-so's to my right, and this and that. No, I just say all the words.
Do you enjoy that? Like, is that why you're so
And
thorough?
just
Or is
meticulous.
yeah.
It's
just in your nature?
It's just what I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have told you years and years and years ago that if you told me I'd like numbers, I'd have called you a liar. But I like numbers, I like words. So
No, that's cool.
I just like to be very descriptive. As what I say to my people is take notes as if you were to get hit by a bus, and we'll cry about you for a little bit, but then somebody needs to know how to complete what you started, as if you were to get hit by a bus. And guess what? I'm driving a fucking bus.
Yeah. I hear you.
So here's the things, here's the words. Even Jennifer, my office manager, did. Your notes are spectacular. I said, of course they fucking are, because I said so.
Yeah.
It's all the things. It's just
Do you journal like that? Or are you just more? I know that I've heard a little bit of the poetry stuff, but
I have not written poetry since or spoken word since I got back from Vietnam. So Just One Man was the very first one.
okay.
And then I did my travel one for I went to Vietnam.
Yep.
That's when Erica, Gare, she came down and she realized that she was first kind of intimidated because of Jeremy,
Sure.
F and Connor.
Yeah.
But then she realized I was a thinker, and she wrote me some really, really good stuff back.
She's a thinker too.
She's a thinker, yeah.
She is.
So you know Erica.
Yeah, of course.
So, but no, I was just stressed.
She's not what you may think she is.
Right.
There's a lot more depth to her.
And
She's
the
cool.
same as me.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing. There's this. Fireball. No. I pay attention to every single thing.
Sure.
And I think a lot. And
You know, it's
she
funny
realized
because
that.
it would
I
like
mean,
it
I'm
would
wearing the World Rep Master shirt right now.
it would make more sense to think of you as the guy that put scaffolding on an RV than it would the fucking firewall. You know what I
Who
mean?
fucking did that?
I don't know.
I made $250,000 with a $15,000 RV.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, Steve, make everybody lunch.
Right.
Bring it up here so everybody didn't have to climb down.
Right.
And I made $250,000 with a $15,000 RV. And we stay on the parking lot.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah. No,
And I bought a scissor lift because we need the scissor lift for the car wash in the storefront.
It's perfect.
Bam.
Yeah. No,
Bam.
that's cool.
Look what I can do. And I still own all of it. So it's just cleverness. I mean, you can't sit around and do nothing.
Right. You gotta think, right? That's the whole, if you're going to be doing stuff, you got to put some thought into it. So
It's that. And hell, I don't know. I can sit here and talk to you for hours and hours and hours.
I don't know how long we've been going.
I
But
don't either.
but-
I do want to read the I'm Just One Man
let's do it.
for people like us.
100%.
This matters. I mean, look, you can't sit around and do nothing. You go places, you do stuff. Look what he did.
So
I mean,
I think that's kind of that was the whole point I was trying to
it's-
get across. I was like, man, y'all got some cool stories, and like I don't think y'all know how much it means to people out there that they hear this because like
matters.
you were just talking about like the fruit salad, right? Like
eat the fruit.
like but like everything that you've been talking about is how you get to do that, right? Like the reason that you get to do that is because you were out there like how long were you on the road doing that military stuff?
Oh, fuck. 2 years, $4 million in 2 years.
2 years. So $4 million in 2 years sounds like a lot of money in a short period of time.
I didn't own all of it. I didn't get all of it.
Right.
But I bought my Audi because I had my rail buggy at the time, and I was looking on eBay, looking for seats for my rail buggy that I was building.
Right.
And I liked the seats I saw. I was like, okay, what is Audi TT? What the hell's the Audi TT? I didn't know.
Right.
But I came back with, after driving out there, all the way, 26-hour drive out there, and they were printing the damn different patterns, and all the different patterns go in each village. It didn't make sense for us to be there. We drove 26 hours back. Then I flew back out the next time, because I'm a boss man. You know, after paying everybody, I made $96,000 in a month. And I don't need anything.
Well, but that's what I mean. Like
And,
people hear that and they're, you know,
That
I don't
doesn't
like
happen often.
I don't like people to make excuses. You know, I don't like people feeling like they're trapped. But the flip side of that is like I don't like for it to go. I mean, you just said about your dad, right? Like
I told my dad the next day. I said, I'm going to go buy an Audi TT. He said, what? I said, yeah, I like the seats. I bought it and I still have it. It's at my shop.
and
It's sitting outside.
and he was. Dude, when he got that phone call, he was probably so proud of you in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like he probably like, dude. You know, my son does goofy stuff sometimes.
Everything I do is to make my parents proud of me. You're about to make me cry again.
Sorry.
Let's Kelly.
Sorry.
Everything I do is make my parents proud of me.
Yeah.
I don't need anything, and I don't really give two shits about nothing but taking care of people.
Yeah.
You know.
But
I enjoy what I do.
Having good parents, dude, that sets you, like, it puts you on track to be somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's why it's so important to me. Like, I want to be a good father because I want my kids to think about me the way you think about your dad. You know what I mean? Like, I want them to.
See, that's why I miss Kaylee.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
I don't have a mini.
But I think and
So I shared
Jamie was
elsewhere.
saying the same thing, but I think that's where you're wrong, man. I'm telling you, because people like me are out here watching, and what you're doing, it means a fucking lot, dude, because you're able to travel the world and do things and like do, you know, like it's important for you say you want to be an ambassador for the vinyl industry, dude. You're already an ambassador to
I
the guys
care a
out
lot.
here. You should.
I care a lot.
You don't do this for 25 years
I
and not
suck at
care.
being a jackass. Go fuck yourself. But
Jamie would disagree with you. He would say that you're a fantastic,
I
Jack.
think he's stupid. So there's that.
I think it's important, man.
I appreciate it.
I think more people need
Greatly.
to hear it.
And I don't care if I'm got tears in my eyes.
I think it's important. People need to see it. They need to know it's real. This shit's not easy.
That's why I travel. Southern Guy Solo, I do it just as if you were to go there and there's some jackass trying to say something. I don't hype up the city or do anything like that. I go as if you were to go.
I was thinking about that the other day. I was watching these Instagram videos. Actually, it was cool because it showed the Instagram video and then it showed what it is in reality side by side.
So damn
Dude, not
different.
even close.
Oh my gosh.
Like people are hyping it up and it's like they get this perfect view where there's no people and then you
Right.
step back and there's thousands of people standing. People are, you know.
I've got 2 videos on my channel. The first one's me in February in Cozumel. And I was like, here's what you see if you come here and, you know, blah, blah, blah. People talk to you. It's, hola, amigo, this, that, and that. But it's that. But, I mean, everything closes at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Because it's a cruise port.
What does that mean?
The cruise ships come in.
Oh, cruise port.
And all the restaurants close early. So you're bored afterwards. And I look like me, and I'm riding a yellow scooter. And the police they'll rob you.
The police will rob you?
Yes, most dangerous I've ever felt in my whole life.
Because of the police.
Yes, they will rob you. I'm a blue-eyed white American dude with a damn yellow scooter. They'll rob you.
And pocket full of money, probably. I mean,
You're
it's
right.
for them, their perspective, you're looking.
I left my scooter at a restaurant one night and said, and I was sitting there talking to the bouncer and the owner. I said, can I leave this here? How much do I need to put in my pocket to bribe the police? Or I'm 12 minutes away. How do I get back? I said, I left my scooter in the restaurant that night.
How'd you get back?
Taxi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just I will not make it beyond this corner without getting,
How did you know?
because I'm travel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And they agree.
You're aware of that.
Yeah. You can't be intoxicated or under informed
Yeah.
when you travel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially by yourself, right?
Right.
You know,
so
like
that's why that's another reason I've lost so much money.
Yeah.
I'm traveling.
Yeah.
You can't be intoxicated. You can't be uninformed if you're traveling alone.
Right.
It's dangerous. It's extremely dangerous.
Is it exciting?
It's magnificent.
Yeah.
It's magnificent.
That's cool.
I mean, I can't wait to leave again.
That's so
I'm not even supposed to be here.
No?
I'm dying to go again. I'm just dying to go again.
You already got your trip planned? You know when you're going?
I was going to go to Laos, but it all depends on the company. This June now, be my 53rd birthday, 25th year in business, and I was profitable when I went for a month to the Philippines, April and May. I went to Cozumel in February. So February I was gone for a week. April and May I was gone for a month, and I was profitable. I'm going to give an incentive to Jennifer, my office manager, who works remotely, to perhaps continue this progress and do the things. And she works remotely. I can work remotely. I love what I do. I love rapping. And that's why I got a Lamborghini. My guys can't do that, but also love to get the F out of here.
You know, a lot of guys, as you see them get older, they start looking like it's common conversation. I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times. They're like, man, I really like the wall murals and like, you know, doing the box trucks. Dinox, another one. Yeah.
Dinox magnificent.
Yeah, but here you are saying that you're going to go back and do a Lamborghini.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But I'm still doing it because I like to show off.
Yeah.
I'm really good at what I do.
Yeah.
But I also like to leave. I mean, I can hire the guys to do the 70 fleet vehicles we just did. Mm. I mean, they did 50 post office vehicles and 30 vans while I was gone, plus some other stuff. So I was profitable. I have an office manager in place. I've got all the sheets. Here's the sheet. Here's a sheet that's got the shape of a truck, a van, or this and that and other, and all the things are done. Fill out the sheets. Take the pictures. Here's the iPad. Send all those to Jennifer. If you fill those things out and you send it to her, she'll give you money. Duh. That's that. She'll give you money.
Yeah.
And
easy enough.
Right. Do this. She'll give you money.
Yeah.
And it's simple as that.
Well, and streamlining that process for guys, man, it makes it where they don't have to think about it. You know what I mean?
There's no thought involved.
Yeah.
I mean, Josh has been there. Let me give a shout to Josh and Jeremiah as well.
Josh does coast to coast, right?
Yeah, coast to coast. Yeah. And Jeremiah's rising sun.
Okay.
Great guys. Don't take them from me. I'll shoot you. So.
Yeah, well, I've used Josh a couple times. Josh is just a cool dude,
Josh
man.
Is cool.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah.
He's a hard worker, and he's been on quick. He's been on this push too for like this space that's like commercial color change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's funny because like when you're in class, you've got to be clear on what's what. Like you can't. There isn't a whole lot of overlap. But now, because of people like Josh of bringing awareness to that, now it's kind of changing it where we've got to be like, hey, listen, I'm going to show you what a commercial cut looks like.
Correct.
Understand that there's guys out there like Josh that are going to take it a little bit further.
It takes so little time to do a better job.
Yep.
And that's why I've gotten some conversations and almost arguments with people who say that a commercial wrap doesn't matter. That dude who owns that company, who just bought 5 new vans,
it matters to him.
He worked his ass off.
Damn right.
And he's got a Ferrari at home.
Josh, let's make a note. We need to get Josh on the podcast. We need to have Josh from Coast to Coast.
Josh would be great.
Yeah, I think it'd be good.
And I want to bring this. I was thinking on the way up here. I'd like to bring attention to Josh.
Yeah.
As well as Jeremiah. Jeremiah's just so fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
But Josh, no, he's hammering down. He's good and he cares and he's diligent. But no, the doing the right thing and finishing, it takes 5 more minutes. Maybe not. I think it takes longer to not cut properly.
Sure. Well, you're taking a bigger chance.
Right. You
One little mistake, you got to go back and fix it, reprint,
but you
whatever.
can see it. It's wrong.
yeah, it
It's
ain't
wrong.
right.
It's wrong. You can't be right if you're wrong.
Right.
You know, so it's supposed to look like this. That dude, well, it's just a commercial van. I know, but there's 5 of them.
Yeah.
That's $500,000.
Yeah.
That guy just bought 5 vans. He's proud as shit of himself.
Yeah.
His company's doing very well, and he lives on the lake. Got a very nice boat, and a couple Ferraris or whatever the hell he's got.
Whatever. Yeah. Could
But-
be a plane. Could be motorcycles,
You might
trailers.
get-
you don't know.
And you do that, you get die knock the inside of his plane. You get to PPF his boat. You get to do whatever. I am that dude, and I'm proud of what I did.
You
And I
got
built
you
it.
guys are listening to this, right? You're hearing what the man's
Pay
saying.
attention to things.
This is why we're
Everything
doing the
matters.
This is why we're doing the podcast.
Everything matters.
We want you guys to take 5 minutes and put just 2 seconds of thought and just show a little bit of pride in what you're doing. And in 25 years, maybe you can be traveling the world making a
did
YouTube.
that?
Yeah.
Who did that?
That's what you want them asking, you know. And when that does, you know, it's a rising sea or a rising tide raises all ships, you know. So if we're
Those
all
5
getting better,
trucks,
we're all
those
getting
5 trucks, those commercial vehicles are $500,000, and it makes them $5 million. And if you do a good job on that, my God, guess what else is going to give you?
You saying that makes
It
me think.
matters so much. It matters so much.
There's not a whole lot of not a whole lot of installers. It took me until I met Dustin Owens. I really didn't know any successful installers. I didn't know anybody that there was a view of like, how are you going to retire? How are you going to build a business? Because building an installation company is not freaking easy, dude. But then, you know, like I said, Jim Miller, like Jim's doing it, you know, he's taking his own path. You know what I mean? But
I started when I was 20. I'm 50. I'll be 53 this month.
yeah, that's cool.
25 years in business, 33 years installing. I put stickers on things. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Every kid's dream. I have not
kid's
filled out an application since 1990.
Oh, you took it one step further and put "not for hire" across your back.
That's good.
Fuck y'all. You ain't hiring me.
Damn scary.
You know?
So,
Hell yeah.
and yeah, what had happened was I was an entrepreneur. To begin, who did that?
Oh, okay.
I was printing newspapers. I was a pressman. What a dead industry. When's the last time you picked up a newspaper?
It's been a little bit.
I did that. But I also used to go to Mexico a lot, and my buddy's grandmother's Delta 88. And we'd come back with vegetative material
Oh, yep.
in large quantities.
Yep.
And then we wouldn't look at the car for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then we would do that.
So that entrepreneurial streak of you doing that's what inspired you to not have to work for the man anymore?
I've always vacuum sales, meat sales. I grew up on a golf course. Don't know how to golf, but I know how to sell golf balls. A tube stock full of golf balls.
Yeah.
I've just always been a hustler.
Yeah.
You use a little golf ball thing, you can clean them. 25-cent each or $5 for $1.
Probably going out down by the pond and getting the
Yeah.
ones sitting on the edge of the water.
Freedom Drive, Freedom Mall, the Peebles used to be there, and in 4th grade, I bought one of those extendable things where you can
Scoop them out.
4th grade.
Heck yeah.
4th grade. I'm not for hire.
Get it. I get it.
I hustle.
My aunt had a bakery when we were young, and they would always leave the bowls out, you know. And as a kid, you go in, you know, it sounds awful because she was selling the stuff, but we'd go in and, you know, you'd scoop it out. They weren't gonna what was left, they weren't gonna use. You know?
Right.
But I can remember she had these silicone molds, and I would take that last little bit and put it in the silicone molds, put it in the fridge, let it sit up overnight, and I'd take them to school, and I'd hustle these little chocolate things. You know, they were just gonna throw it away. You know what I mean? So it was.
You're selling that, and that's why and I've analyzed this and thought about it. Fireball, you know where Northwest is on Beatties Ford Road.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I went to junior high, and I used to wear my Levi's jacket, and I used to just listen, I'm sorry to the owner of the store. I used to steal your candy. I used to go in there, and the Levi's jackets had it's a faux pocket.
Yeah.
And I would steal that. I would steal all the fireballs.
Just get as many as you can.
I'd sell them.
Heck yeah.
I'd go across. And so I've analyzed it and thought back about why do I like Fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that. I don't like to be intoxicated. I don't like to be drunk. I don't like that, and especially traveling. But I do like that flavor. So sure. But it's fattening. It's so much sugar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm 198 pounds now.
Yeah, you look great.
Last year I was 240.
How do you feel?
Magnificent.
Do you?
I mean,
You can tell you
Have you
you got a good
have
energy
you seen
about
me?
you. Yeah. Yeah.
bam.
Well, I think it's important. People need to hear it. You
It
know?
does.
There's
I mean, I'll be 53 years old. And I won't say I'll take your girlfriend, but
I'm glad I don't have one. I'll tell you that. I'd be worried if I did.
I'm such a jackass. It's so funny.
Do you? I want you to read your. I want you to read.
That's what I'm pulling out now
Yeah,
because
I
I
wanna
want to
hear
do
it.
that. Then it's 4 o'clock. So
I don't even know what time we got going.
it's 4:05. Let's see here. Everybody do everything you want to do. Pay attention. Be nice. That's what matters.
Well, and there's still a lot left to your story, and as close as
Oh, there's so
dude,
much.
as close as you are, I want to get you back up. We'll do something cool. We've been bouncing around some
Yeah, I
different
know.
ideas on different.
I appreciate it, and I like to share things. Really, I know a lot, and that's as I plan my exit. I want to share.
Yeah. Do you think?
I know a lot.
Do you think training's part of that at all, or?
I mean, I was one of the first. I was the second trainer for Hexus in the United States, and I would rather train rather than like you're doing. You're training rap stuff, right?
Yeah.
Techniques.
Yeah.
I'd rather train.
I just got authorized
Knowledge.
for window tint PPF. I'm doing fleet windows, walls, and floors.
But those people need to know how to run a business.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And the ifs, ands, and whats, and whys, and all that.
Yeah.
You know, what did I say? I said that. I know what to expect. So if I'm going to go do a job tomorrow or the next day, I need to know exactly why, what. Is there a security guard? Fred, does he have a Mustang? Does he want to talk to you? How long does it take to get in there? Do I have to damn park somewhere? Does it cost to park? Do I have to carry a wagon? Am I going to talk to Fred and he wants to tell me, oh, do you do vehicle wraps? Now Fred wants to talk to you for an hour. How long does it take to get into the damn job?
So this could be interesting, Josh. Maybe we could
The practicalities of everything.
So you asked me when you were coming up, you were wondering like, hey, do we have some sort of syllabus
I
or like
need to know all the things.
right? And I could tell it was like you were almost like a little uncomfortable, like we don't have a schedule or a direction or nothing.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Right. Well, but I think now that you've done it, you understand the why. Now it makes a lot more sense. I think.
And that's what I would train.
But would you be interested if we say we slotted you out an hour and we just let you come in and you can lay out the syllabus and you can just give a spiel and just like a Jeremy Connor power hour. You just lock it down.
I talked to Mike Zick. Hey, Mike, and I told him that's the training I would give.
Yeah.
You can teach how people how to rap. You can teach anybody how to PPF.
Yep.
The thought process behind why. Anybody can put a sticker on.
Yeah.
But do you know what to expect?
That's the worst part about training is you get guys that come in there, and if somebody else paid for them to come there, and this is no shot at anybody, because when it comes to training, how that person gets introduced to training doesn't really matter to me. But you can definitely tell a difference between a young guy that doesn't necessarily.
I'm vibrating right now. Yeah. I mean, you're going to learn how to wrap that vehicle that day with that dude behind you.
That's it.
But do you know how to run a business?
Nope.
Do you know what the hell's going to happen? Where am I parking? Is it
And
first floor or
of them
second floor?
Some of them don't even care.
I ask all the questions.
Right.
I speak in color, is what I mean. Yeah. I ask every single thing, and I explain every single thing.
So think about it. I'll draw out something.
I would like to do
Dude,
it.
I think it'd be awesome.
It'd take more than a fucking hour.
Well, yeah, but you could do it in segments. We could break it down. Like I said, like a Jeremy Connors power hour.
Categorized.
Yeah.
Because there's.
Yeah, because you could probably go off on a tear on Dynoc. You could probably go off on a tear on gas station canopies. You could probably, you know what I mean?
Do you see the joy in my eyes?
Yeah. No, that'd be cool.
I know stuff and I want to share it.
Yeah.
I know things.
Yeah.
Manufacturers need to pay attention. Anybody can teach you how to. Your grandmother can buy a printer.
Yep.
She can't put it on.
That's right.
You can teach somebody how to put it on.
Yep.
That day with them beside you.
Yep.
Do they know what happens when they fuck up?
Right.
I do, because I fucked up.
Yep.
I know how to fix it.
Well, and
I know how not to fuck up.
I can teach them how to stick a decal. I can't teach them how to stay in business for 25 years.
Exactly.
Can't teach them that.
I didn't do anything accidentally.
Right.
Everything's planned. I mean, it's. I'm glad you noticed that I need I need notes. I like paper. Everything's gonna be done this way.
And I appreciate you trusting me to
love you.
Yeah. I know I could tell it was taking a lot. Like, even before I felt like we had a podcast before we ever even came into the room.
Oh yeah. Well, because I type a lot.
Yeah, but you're thorough and I appreciate it. So
I
appreciate you trusting me to know that like this isn't like this is just a platform. This is a platform to allow you to be you and people to see it and appreciate it.
And you saw I was very curious and wondering how and why you did this. And I'm still curious, but I guess it's for me to be here and other people like me.
That's right.
So
that's right. Like I said,
I can see that.
I've been lucky enough that I've got to live in your shadows just enough to where I can be like,
you're not my shadow. You're a son.
Just hear me. I'm standing back here and I'm going, damn, that's badass. That's cool. And then I talk to these other people and I'm like, they're like, well, I don't have this opportunity. I don't have this chance. I'm like, dude, the people ahead of you didn't have that fucking chance.
Exactly.
Jeremy Connor's out here doing fucking gas station canopies
leaving.
off of an RV. You know what I'm saying? And you're complaining that you don't.
How clever was that?
Yeah, that's cool as shit.
How clever was that?
Yeah, and then and you said it earlier. To me, it's almost disrespectful that somebody would. They're gonna think of you as Fireball, but they're gonna completely dismiss the 1,000 other cool fucking things that you done. Nah, you're getting your opportunity to say that shit here, and that's what I want.
Everybody's silly if you don't pay attention. You're silly.
They could easily overlook so many cool people. Like what Ruggs is doing right now. What Ruggs is doing is cool,
Ruggs,
man.
Hey, Ruggs, he just sent me the thing yesterday, and I gave him a quick little view of the shop. Mm-hmm. He said, do this, and I had to double check and make sure it was him because I got a new phone. Yeah. I said, is this Ruggs? But I just talked to you, and I've talked to him, and I'm promoting who did that. Yeah. Just because. Yep. I don't have a sign. I don't take walk-in traffic. Right. You can't come in and kick tires. That if you walk in my shop, you hand me $100, I'll talk to you for 45 minutes. It's that. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm busy. Somebody else bought my time already. You don't get to have it. And if you don't have any money, then you shouldn't be here anyway. And how'd you get in past the gate and there's dogs? Yeah. Are you here to work? Right. As you wanted to. Either you're making money or spending money. I mean, I'm busy. I'm listening to a damn book on tape, on Audible. But, or maybe a new great podcast you might be listening to. I don't know. I don't know if we have watched that. And Jamie Wicks Muskrat did enjoy that, and he double checked. And I haven't seen Haley and Mike's yet, so I'll see y'all soon. Yeah, no, it's a good one. I think it sheds some good light on some people that deserve it. I saw that she was somebody commented she was a great podcaster. And she looked entertaining, and I know them both. So I expected it out of her, right? You knew that she was going to bring the heat. Mike really surprised me, man. And I've known Mike for a while now. He's super quiet, chill, very to the point. I met him at Troy's. But he's passionate. Yeah, at Troy's. Yeah. He's passionate, right? So he keeps his mouth shut and he learns. When he got in here, dude, the guy freaking opened up like a damn butterfly sitting over there. Yeah, that's what I'm going to watch this evening. It gives me cold chills just thinking. Dude, like I'm standing over here and I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Like, hell. That's great. Like, I could see it in him because I know what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I can see his face right now. I know, he's working his ass off. He's hustling. He's meeting people. He's doing the thing. You know what I mean? But he's not talking. He's just like... It takes time to talk. Well, he's not brag. Right. I don't mind talking about myself. If you give me an opportunity to talk about myself, I'm not... but he's not that guy. Now, right. And you know how shy I am, but I normally shut the fuck up. But then vice versa. Like, I seen another side of her that was very cool too, because... She respects him on a whole nother level. Yeah, yeah. When she seen him spread his wings and start to go off on a tear, she sat there
She kept her mouth shut, and she stood behind her man, dude. And it was poetic. It was beautiful, and I was happy to be. So when you ask me why I'm doing
That's
it,
cool.
shit like that, that's why I'm doing it.
I love it.
I'm seeing cool shit like that.
See,
you know what I mean? Like,
I see it now too. That's
it's big.
it's a lot.
Fills my heart. Makes me feel good. You know what I mean?
Getting me good.
Sorry.
I'm sensitive. And my God, if of all my surgeries, you can't hurt me. I don't feel physical pain. The only way to hurt me is to say something mean.
Yeah.
I'll tell you to fuck yourself, but you can hurt my feelings.
Yeah. It was just
simple as that.
It was just really cool. So
I hope I can say go fuck yourself on your thing.
you can.
Okay, good.
Hopefully
I don't mean I'm trying to be nice.
Hopefully, I'm not overhyping the podcast.
You're not.
I don't
No.
want it. I don't want it to seem like it was, but it was cool for me.
I hope I'm enjoyable episode of it.
I've enjoyed the hell out of it.
And I'm going to read something that anyone who owns their business who's gone as far as I have, this is what I wrote when I got stressed.
All right, well, get up here and get close to the mic. I want to make sure that we get it and we get a good
Look
copy
here,
of it.
here's old dude reading glasses. Shit.
You got it?
No, there's a thing in the way.
Pull your cable out just a little bit.
Are you flirting with me?
Yes.
Pull your cable out. I'll show you a picture. Need a bigger phone.
Damn it. I'll get 40 texts right after it, too. Did you see that?
I want to be so fast.
You love that much?
Oh, shit. All right. Hello, Jeremy Connor, who did that Incorporated, 25th year in business.
Don't that sound so cool?
Doesn't it, though?
It does, too.
Oh, my God. I'm quitting 30 years. All right, here it is.
All right.
I'm just one man. Just one man. I'm just one man. I want to do, and I think I can. I try so hard to make my plan, but damn it, I'm just one man. It can't fail. I personally made the plan. Then it goes into others' hands. Success? Yeah, mostly. But then what? Everyone looks back to just one man. Gotta bill it. Gotta pay it. Gotta try to make a stand just for a free moment. Please, please. I'm just one man. It's not because I didn't try. Trust me. I tried so hard it made me cry. I'm still doing it. Fuck, shit, why? Because that's what I do. But I'm just one man. I'll be here. I'll be there. What about the toll on me? Nobody cares. I try so fucking hard, I just want to cry. Well, cry then. Get back to it. I'm only one man. Did I eat? No. Did I sleep? Nope. Pet my dogs? Nah. Laundry? Huh, hardly. I'm just one man. When does the day end? It doesn't. I'm going to dream about it. I'm going to go home late, pet the dogs, eat leftovers, then dream about it. All night. 10:15, I'm home. Dogs barking at the door while I finish this. Is anything else finished? Yeah, some of it. As much as it can be by just one man. We have these days and they're hard. Real hard. But tomorrow will be different. Nah, not really. Things aren't finished. Everyone wants to be first. Everybody can't be first. So I'm going to walk in, pet the dogs, eat the leftovers, take a shot, brush my teeth, try to sleep, and dream about this. All night will be the same as the day for just one man. I always start man with a capital because it's definitely not lowercase. It's the beginning. I'm a bad motherfucker who can't be faded. I made it this far to be loved and not hated. If you know me, you already know. I just put my day in a flow. Why? Because I am the man. Good night. JC, 11/22/22.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Bam. That's heart. That's heart. That's it. That's all the stuff.
Where'd that come from?
I wrote it.
Yeah, but where? I mean, were you just?
I was stressed.
Yeah.
I was stressed. Just was losing my fucking mind. Had to go. I had to go. I just was gone. That was November 11/22/22.
Yeah, but like, what made you pick up the pen and piece of paper? Why not drink or smoke or run or?
I don't like to be intoxicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always been a writer.
Yeah.
And just and I'm good at it.
Yeah, that was good.
So I wrote, and that's my therapy.
Yeah.
just to let it out, and everyone I've spoken to and everybody's read it. I mean, my travel, I've wrote another one about traveling. I went to a little thing for a while where I just wrote a lot. And when Erica was down here, I wrote about, right before I went to Vietnam, I wrote a thing, and it was about I had a mohawk and a goatee at the time when I left, and it was about that. And it's just my therapy, you know, to write. And I have not written since I got back from Vietnam.
Why not?
Because I'm not stressed.
Oh. Man, that's almost unfortunate.
It is.
You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of funny.
I have to agree.
So you can't do it on the other side? Like, you can't do it, like, if you're really happy or you're feeling well, or like, there's no point at that?
That's when I do the most. I'm most creative when I'm stressed. I can. I mean, I've written some other things, but it was during the stressed moments. When I wrote something to Amy, I wrote something to Tara, Erica's friend. I wrote something for Brad DeBerti because he said, "Well, write me a poem." I said, "I don't love you, you know." So I'll write one. And his name is Brad. He's the man, and I've got it. I can pull it up. But Brad DeBerti, when he now let me go said that for you.
Yeah, Brad was.
You know him. I did the
truck at SEMA.
Yeah, the truck at SEMA. Yeah. Him and his dad. He told me to write him one. I said, I just don't love you, that much. So.
And Brad's a cool dude, man. I like.
He is.
I love his
and
content.
He told me you'll appreciate this since you know exactly who he is.
Yeah.
And I read him the one, him and his dad. You know his dad as well.
Yep.
And I wrote this in the shower. And I told him, I said, I wrote this for you. I thought it out in the shower while I was naked as a naked bathing man.
So while we were out in SEMA, we had a chance to talk a little bit, and he was talking like they had just bought up a bunch of go-karts and stuff. You know, and I told him, I said, well, I'm a national champion in go-kart race, and he was like, yeah, no, we didn't buy it for you. Because we don't want people like you. We want people that don't know how to do it.
Right.
And I think he was just messing with me, but he was like, he's got experience racing too. So I kind of look up to Brad. Brad's got some.
I'm glad that you know him because you'll appreciate this. It's called Brad D. His name is Brad, and he's the man. I wish I knew the business plan. To have cool toys men wish they had, and he gets to build them with his dad. They make them in their badass shop, and it's so clean, no need to mop. They built cool things, that's for sure. Then they took them all on tour. To Vegas and the SEMA show, and other places I don't know. Of course there are troubles to be solved, so sometimes I become involved. Like why the matte black isn't matte. Still trying to ponder that. I dreamt about it just last night. A redo is yes, not just might. We'll do it all on video and put it on his YouTube show, just so his fans will know. Brad, if you don't know me more, we'll have to hit the liquor store. JC 31823.
That's pretty cool. See, that wasn't stress or anything, and that was still cool, dude.
Right.
That was good.
He just he wanted me to write him one. I was like,
and that was a whole thing there for a minute, like that whole like matte black thing, and like that was a disaster.
I ate it for nothing. It was not installer error, and I don't know who did what to the vinyl.
Well, while we were out there, he mentioned he was like, Jeremy can't. He fixed all that for free.
Right.
He didn't charge me a fucking thing.
Right.
That
truck still looks great 3 years later.
I was like, the install was fine. He was like, yeah, it wasn't on him. It wasn't his fault, but he still took it upon himself to make it right.
Who did that?
Right.
How badass is that truck?
It's a badass truck. Well, which one? I mean, both.
The one that you damn tried to find something wrong with.
On the one at SEMA.
Yeah, the C10 Slayer.
Oh yeah, dude, it's sick.
It's perfect.
Perfect. You can't ask for a better install. But I'm talking about his GMC. I seen his GMC.
Perfect too.
That thing was spot on.
Perfect.
Yeah, but that wasn't the problem. Something happened with the vinyl or something where it was like
something happened.
Yeah.
And
you went back and replaced that whole fucking thing for free.
Excuses are lies that you believe.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I am responsible for that. My company name is Who Did That. I don't make excuses. Excuses are lies that you believe.
Damn. Those are some strong words, man.
Right.
But that you're living
I
it.
just saw you in your eyes. I just
Yeah.
saw your eyes.
Yeah,
I just
you're
saw you. I
living
just saw
proof.
you hear it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah. It's
It's who did that? No, who the fuck did that?
right. Yeah. Who fucking done that? Yeah.
Right.
That ain't
Right.
it.
Who did that? I don't know what it looked like. You 3 years later, with your damn little glasses on,
Damn right.
walked around that thing.
I
and
did too. I was on the ground. I'm looking around.
Bam,
Like, damn,
bam.
this motherfucker is
3 years
tight.
later. 3 years later. 3 years later. It's perfect. Why?
I think he just sold it too, didn't he? Maybe not. Yeah.
I don't have time for social media.
Yeah. I'm probably on it too much, to be honest.
But that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you saw it. I knew it was going to be in the booth.
Yeah.
But it was cool. That
It was cool.
It still looked great because there was right there behind the door in that little pucker.
Oh yeah.
That was the only potential failure part.
Well, that's every truck. That's
Right.
every truck. Yeah, you're gonna have problems on a pickup truck.
It's a pucker and
yeah.
a curl. It's that. Not, oh my gosh, I pre-stretched the heck out of that. And then pre-stretch, stick.
Yep.
Little tiny artist brush of primer.
Yep.
Just where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Perfect.
Perfect. Look great.
Bam. Cool.
Even all the louvers like just above the hood.
Amy
all
did
that
those.
stuff. Did she? They look good. She's done a good job.
Yeah, so that was cool.
It was cool.
So and he drove the hell out of that damn thing. So
Oh yeah. I
for
just
it to
seen he
be
just posted. He was
abused like that.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. It's used a lot more than what people think. And,
Yeah.
You know, he's doing it. He's making. That's where I first seen him. Was we have a customer. He would do his rolling shots like right next to their facility.
Yeah.
JR3 in Mooresville, and they'd come down through there and they would shoot videos and like. Actually, I think he was on Rogan. They
Was
took.
he?
Yeah, they did. They had this van that had like this crazy motor in it.
oh, that thing's sick.
Dude, it was unreal.
It's ridiculous.
But they were out there doing the rolling videos with it or whatever. Like we heard it when it came by, and it was like, "What the hell
It's
is
like
that
the
thing?"
Scooby Doo van.
Right.
It's like the
But it's
mystery
built.
machine.
It'll,
Oh,
ja-
yeah.
it'll yank the front wheels
It's
off
a
the ground.
mid-engine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, I want toys.
Yeah. You got some. You got some toys.
Well, they're just sitting there getting dirty.
Well, it's all right. It happens.
That's fine.
Jeremy, man, I appreciate the hell out of it. I've
Likewise.
enjoyed the fuck out of it. I am so glad that
This
you
has
came
been-
up, dude.
This
I
has
am
been
so
more
lucky.
fun than I expected.
Well, good.
I tried to plan it, but we didn't have a plan. But God, I love a plan. But
I don't think it would be the same if we did. You know what I mean?
I had a plan.
We laughed. We cried.
Right.
We got to
I
know
cried.
each
You
other a
didn't
little
cry.
better.
I cried a bunch, but
Well, you might not have seen it, but there was a little tear here. It was tough. It was.
cute.
I even cry like a sissy, you know. But cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I appreciate it.
Likewise.
Cool.
I think we all came together and wrap on.
Lambert, we good? Good. All right. All right, let's go.